It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Monday. Look who's back, everybody.
Wow.
How about that?
The return.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy to be back.
You look like you're walking good.
I am. I'm walking good. I'm feeling much better. I'm sitting down where I'm not feeling pain. Sitting down was very tough before.
That's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told a lot of people, because if they didn't notice, what Jbird had been going through for the longest amount of time, you just would look at him and you could just tell he was uncomfortable. And sometimes during commercials, he'd have to go lay on the floor and and just like wincing in pain.
With the dramatics over here.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so just to be able to sit, I bet it's one of those things you're just like, wow, what a new world, huh?
It is. The thing I have the most challenge with right now is just bending down and grabbing stuff. I'm not supposed to lift anything, but I'm back on the feet off of the cane.
Okay. Wow. Not even a cane.
No, I was going to bring it today just for a safety, and I said, Bird, you got this.
The cocaine?
No. Let's make that straight here.
It'd be moving a lot faster.
Right. I wouldn't feel any kind of pain.
Yeah. Do you mind doing a real quick, for people who are watching, a quick little demo? Is that too much to walk back and forth real fast?
Yes.
I can absolutely.
Just to kind of demonstrate your gait here real quick. If you're watching us on YouTube.
Come on, girl. Work it, girl.
I have not seen him walk that way for a very long time.
Look at him.
How about that? Bird has got a brand new hip, baby. Oh, yeah.
And it's all titanium?
Yes, they explained it to me about 4 times. I forgot the whole process for those. I was under some drugs.
They really shouldn't tell the guy all the valuable information when he's loopy.
I tell you what, when you go get an operation, I think it's normal to have those pre-operation jitters.
Yes.
Which I did. And I had that when I did the kidney donation. You kind of just get very anxious. They give you that anxiety drug in your IV. Man, you feel like you're like, you know what? Take my lungs, take both my hips. I don't care. Let's go to Vegas. Whoa.
Well, thank goodness they left your lungs intact.
Well, you go from anxiety to I don't care, whatever. Take off my ankles, whatever.
Whatever you want from me, you can
Just
have.
the ankles.
But it hits you so quickly. You go from panic to whatever in a matter of seconds.
Panic to whatever. Well, I got to tell you, it is awesome to have Jbird back here. It's been, 3 weeks, I believe, since, is it to the day, 3 weeks since you did your hip replacement?
It is.
Okay.
Today's day 21.
Wow.
Okay.
Day 28 without alcohol.
Wow.
Okay.
No.
Well, don't worry. I went on a little trip, so I brought you back some hooch from Tennessee.
Oh, we got a coming out party?
Whenever you're ready, girl.
Gotcha.
Now, that it was all because of the procedure that you had to do, going the alcohol-free?
Yeah, I think there's a few things they tell you not to do that. I think it slows down healing if you're getting drunk or drinking. And
or
I think,
smoking.
Well, keep in mind, too, this is an injury. If I slip and fall, it's not going to be fun. And, I slip and fall sober.
You could make it a lot worse if you slip and fall while you're still healing.
No, I'm doing it right. I'm taking it easy.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, the Bird is back. So is KVJ. It was last week, spring break for a lot of people. I know that I think some of the kids are going back, but my son's trying to tell me he's not back today. I'm like, how do you get a bonus day? I don't understand what's going on here.
I think it's a teacher work day.
So they got a whole week and a day off.
I think I did hear that somewhere else. Although your son, I'm sure, would love to squeeze an extra day out of it. He may be telling the truth.
Okay. All right. Well, he says he's got another day.
I don't remember us ever having that. A week off for spring break into a teacher work day?
No, it seems like an odd place to put it.
It seems like a lie you would tell your dad, who's too busy to investigate.
Right. I'm just like, all right.
All right, fine. Sleep in then.
Well, it's weird because I get a lot of emails from the school, but I didn't get one about that. And I don't know if they'd sent one to let me know the calendar. I think what they do is they send that out ahead of time. And so I'm sure the parents that are really on it, which I'm not, they have all that stuff already written down in their calendars.
Oh, they got the calendar on the fridge. They're annoying.
Oh, yeah, they're on it. Not this guy.
Not this guy.
Not this guy.
Barely staying afloat.
Yeah, no.
Organized parents really annoyed my mom. She's like,
They got all their ducks in a row.
Well, Virginia did not show up alone here today. She came with a guest.
Yes, my mom is in town. She came in town for the Rust Market over the weekend to sell her jewelry. And it was her and Rocco out there.
I just had a great meatball conversation with her off the microphone. About 20 minutes ago, we got really hot and heavy with the meatballs.
She had Italian last night. It's fresh.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. She obviously made an impact on her.
It did.
Okay. That's big stuff. Yeah, you took her out there the other day. I know that you were at the Rust Market. She came in town. In fact, that was a big part of the mission. It's almost like she had something she had to do. And that was to go out there and to hawk her wares.
Yes, we wanted to give her stuff to keep her busy. You know, she wants to have that entrepreneurial itch scratched. She's retired, she's bored, and that's when she gets into trouble.
Make them dollars.
So, yes, she was out there making that cash, yo.
Okay, needs a little project. That's good. And how did that go down? Did she sell everything, walk away empty-handed?
She still has a lot of inventory.
She does.
So her prices are a little high.
Okay, but look, this is
Okay.
top quality stuff here.
Absolutely. I mean, you cannot discount quality.
The quote was, "I know what I have."
From your mom?
No, well, yeah, from my mom. Yeah, I know what I have. Like I was like, "Mom, maybe you should drop the prices." No, I know what I have.
Well, these are one of one, I think.
They are.
Yeah.
They are one of one. So we came into the Rust Market. We came in hot. We left with a lot of inventory.
So you said that your son Rocco was working with your mom trying to sell the wares, and there was a little bit of a back and forth between them that maybe they just could not quite agree on how to do it.
Well, Rocco was running the cash register and running the card, you know, to be able to pay with your debit card. He's running all the technology on that side of it.
Yeah.
Because grandma's a cash girl. But we wanted to be able to offer card or cash. So Rocco and grandma have different ideas of how the things should be priced. And so somebody would come in the booth, and if grandma wasn't looking, Rocco would try to do a deal on the side. But then grandma would hear him and then come over, and they would start arguing
In front of the
in
clientele.
front of the customer. Rocco's like, "I'll do it for 7." Grandma's like, "No, it's 10."
No way, really?
Yes.
Silly. And how did that work out? Did they make any sales with them battling back and forth? It's an interesting tactic. I haven't seen that one.
It was something I've never seen in a booth before, but I gotta say, it was very entertaining.
But not very effective.
Not very effective as far as like profits.
Okay.
Over under triple digits for the take.
Okay, we made it to triple digits.
Okay, that's not a bad day.
Yeah, she got over $200.
Oh, that's not a bad day.
No, not at
Right.
all. But the inventory, guys, I mean, we have so much that we are traveling back to Texas with.
Well, he's got to do it again then.
We do.
Okay.
That's it. I think we're doing it again.
That's lovely. Yeah, I got to see your mom on Saturday. We were out at the old Key Lime house.
That was fun. Oh, Jbird, you missed it. It was jumping.
Was it?
Yeah, the old Key Lime house was jumping.
Yeah, it was fun. Brian Thomas was out there. American Idol we'd had on the after the show not too long ago, and just a great performance. But I'm telling you, while I was just walking in, he was already on the stage. I'm like, what a voice. It just drew me. I'm like, he sounded so good. I'm like, this guy's going to be big time one day.
He gets out there and plays the trombone and sings and
Nice.
like just gets real like loud, and just the voice on that kid, the pipes.
Yeah, it is something. You can see how he made it there. But it was very cool to go out there and see a bunch of KVJ Nationers too.
And kids in his band were from School of Rock. Rocco used to play with the guy that plays the guitar. Isn't that crazy?
That's very cool.
It's all full circle.
They were fantastic.
Yeah.
Too.
The whole band was great. The crowd was loving it. I tell you what, that American Idol notoriety is just a kiss.
Did anybody crowd surf?
No.
Will they allow that at Key Line?
I don't know if you'd fit. It was so packed.
Yeah, right. I don't know if you kind of like scan the crowd. I don't know if many of them are in the
Yeah, they were our age.
Yeah,
I don't think
surfing,
anybody's
no.
our crowd surfing years are behind
I don't
us.
think anybody makes it down safely if that happens. So that might not be the best way to do it. Well, back from a little spring break over the last week, it was kind of fun just to go out there and find out what it's like to live a normal schedule in life. I was like, this is just so wild. It was kind of crazy being able to go to bed and a late hour and then just kind of like wake up with the sunlight. I'm like, wow, this is just so crazy, huh? But yeah, it was so nice the entire week. Went out, saw a lot of KVJ Nationers, and got to see just some other stuff that was going on. Probably some of the big highlights. One of the things that I was so happy I got to do that I never could is I went to TGL last Tuesday.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I finally got out there to see the, what is it, Tomorrow Golf League or whatever they call that is in Palm Beach Gardens.
It's genius because Tiger Woods, messed up his legs in a car accident, so he can't walk anymore. So what does he do? He creates non-walking golf and then gets all the people in golf to get into it, all the sponsors to get into it, builds this building that looks so amazing on TV. Like, it's genius.
And then he didn't even play.
He didn't play?
No, he just...
He's not even walking in the non-walking golf?
He's not even doing that. Yes, I don't know what his thing is. He's had all kinds of back issues and stuff. And
he shattered both legs in that car crash.
Yeah. So he's got a lot of stuff, but I think he might be close, and he's still to the point where he's kind of dabbling with maybe he'll play the Masters coming up in April, and who knows, maybe he'll play because what they had last week, it was the semifinals. So you got the finals this week. So it is the Jupiter Lynx, which you can see right here. Got on my Jupiter Lynx shirt there. I'm supporting. So they're going to be playing, I think it's like a best of 3 matches that they have. The LA team also is there.
Okay.
And so we went, and it was a great match last Tuesday. It was paired up as being Tiger Woods' team, at least, Jupiter Lynx, going up against Rory McIlroy. And it was on St. Paddy's Day, on Tuesday. And you would think, okay, that Rory McIlroy, and they had another Irish guy that was on his team. I'm like, oh, these guys have the favorite. And it's Boston, too, and they're green. I'm like, okay.
I love it.
And Jupiter whooped them.
Really?
Rory did not have a good night. He did not have a good night.
The luck of the Irish not with you.
Yeah, in fact, you could kind of hear, that's the fun thing is they even have where you can hear in the headsets, and they're kind of trolling each other. And, whenever they kept getting good shots, the Jupiter team, they go to Rory and be like, I don't know, I guess luck of the Irish. And so I think he was kind of getting in his head. And,
I love that when they have the NFL guys golfing and they mic them up and they just talk trash. Talking trash is my favorite part.
Or they'll mic up athletes and coaches, and the coaches forget that they're mic'd up, and there's a problem with the umpire or referee, and then you get really clear audio of them screaming at them.
Love that.
Yeah, I think people really liking that more. I don't know if you saw, but they had done an NFL flag football thing that had happened over the weekend. Tom Brady was in it. Remember how Logan Paul was kind of talking smack?
Yes.
That's what they were kind of trying to hype up. Originally, it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. They had to move to the States with what's going on in Iran.
Oh, that Logan Paul, Tom Brady thing wasn't real?
Well, wait, the Gronk? I saw it.
Oh, the Gronk, yeah.
The one with the Gronk looked real.
That did not look real. That so did not look real. I think the Gronk laughs at one point.
Yeah, the Gronk was playing as well. Joe Burrow, the Bengals quarterback, he was playing. And then
He's
Logan
adorable.
Paul. Yeah, and at one point during the game, there was kind of a double pass, which you can do when you're talking about flag football. So Tom Brady throws it to somebody else. He goes out, somebody threw it to him, and then Logan Paul's the one that came up and grabbed his flag, and then Tom Brady threw the football basically right at Logan Paul's crotch, and then Logan Paul got up in his face. He was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, all right.
Not buying it. Not buying it. What was the video with the Gronk? Was that him defending Brady?
I think that was before the match. It was just a little,
Yeah, they'd all been talking smack.
verbal.
That's how they do it. It's like, that's what you do. You get a fake beef to get the attention brought to something, to hype it up. I mean, that's just the way of the world now, right?
I mean, I think I kind of want to get more beef.
Okay, for the No Name movie game this week, I'm gonna start a fake beef with Virginia.
Yes.
Which then will turn into a real beef.
Right.
Someone will go too far.
I'm not like the Gronk. I don't know how to fake beef. It'll turn to real with me.
Yeah. So, yes, I did TGL on Tuesday, and then I went out to go see an Inter Miami game because I still have not gone. I've been trying to get my family now for the last couple of seasons to go out and watch a game, and I told them, I said, hey, this is probably going to be the last game that they play in Fort Lauderdale.
Daddy's on spring break.
Right. Daddy's on spring break. There's no reason why we don't go to this game. I said every other game now you're going to have to get all the way to Miami. And that's
True.
That's a whole different level of trying to get there to see Inter Miami.
So you went?
We went, and Lionel Messi scored his 900th goal.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the thing I don't understand, look, I am all about it. I've met some great KVJ Nationers there, and they're like, yeah, we're here almost every match. And I'm so glad they were there because I couldn't figure it out because they were playing the team from Nashville, who they had tied 0-0 the match before in Nashville. Then they were playing in Fort Lauderdale, and it was tied 1-1. And then Nashville's like, yay, we advance. I'm like, how does that make sense? And I guess it was all because they tied at home and then they tied away. They got the advantage because it's tougher to be the away team. So still tying, they got the advantage.
Oh.
So there's all these wonky things with soccer that I just can't. Being a football dude my entire life, I can't quite figure out.
1-1 is a tie.
I'm like, how do you...
Y'all stay out there till somebody makes a goal.
How does somebody advance when you just tied? You've done the same thing as both teams.
No. Stay your ass out there.
I made that comment before on the air. I'm like, how do you end in a tie? And the soccer community came for me.
Well, if you're mad, be mad at Kevin. He's the host.
Yeah. Then I went to the Miami Open on Saturday. Got to see some great matches there. You had Sinner, Medvedev. They both played separately, not each other, but they were in the Indian Wells Championship the week before.
Wow, you were just so sporty.
Yeah, I was. Honestly, all this kind of stuff. I had an amazing spring break because all this stuff just kind of dropped in my lap. I'm like, oh my, is this how everybody lives? This is just so much fun. There's so much to do.
You're golfing. You're doing baseball stuff.
Tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't even get to the baseball yet. That was on Friday
You did
night.
every sport.
I know. It was such a sporty week. I was like, every day, I'm like, this is fantastic.
Kevin's dream week.
Oh, my gosh. It was amazing. Yeah, we did the first pitch. Thank you to Logan Morrison that worked with me all day. And here was the crazy thing. Like, I was throwing. That's why I couldn't believe the first pitch I did at spring training was terrible. I'm like, what even happened?
You got nervous.
I don't know. I guess
Clanked.
I don't feel like, you know what? I felt like I took it for granted. Like I just kind of wung the ball and I'm like, oh my gosh, why did it take off like that?
Just say you had the yips on the first throw. I had a case of the yips, but I worked through it.
But you only get one. It's not like you get a warm up. Like, you know what? Let me do a second pitch.
Nope, you're done.
Yeah, that's it. It's one
He had
and
to
done.
wait 2 weeks and then come back.
Yes. And so I was out throwing with Logan Morrison. I was throwing fantastic. Everything was good. I'm like, all right, I'm all good. I warmed up before the whole thing and then got out there and it wasn't great. It wasn't terrible.
Did it
but
bounce?
It did. And not on the way in. It was kind of like the catcher, the way I judge a first pitch is if the catcher doesn't have to move, it's kind of a win. So I kind of threw like what would have been a slider. So it was just kind of a quick one hop.
Okay, you threw an 0-2 pitch pretty much.
Yeah, I did. You're
Okay,
right.
all right.
Yeah, baseball people get that.
Yeah, Virginia, come on.
I don't
You don't
get
want to throw right down the middle when you got 0-2 Virginia.
it. Okay.
You got some pitches to play with.
0-2.
Yeah, so that's what it looked like. I threw a slider.
You threw a 0-3.
Yeah. But it wasn't as bad as Billy the Marlin. Oh, my goodness.
Billy the Marlin sucks.
He crapped the bed?
Oh, I mean, you work for the Marlins. You are the face of the Marlins. It was terrible.
Well, funny thing, I was kind of looking that up. I'm like, I don't remember Billy the Marlin ever throwing out the first pitch, the mascot. And I saw him, they said, traditionally the plan is he'll only catch the first pitch. He won't throw it because they realize a lot of times those mascots are not real athletes.
And they have a giant 40-pound head on them.
Yeah, and they have slippery hands on.
That could throw off your equilibrium.
There is a lot of challenges going on when you're doing that stuff. And I can see why it did not look good.
We should have put that Marlin head on you and made you try to throw.
Yeah, I didn't need anything to hold me back. No, so I was kind of glad that Billy the Marlin went first because whatever I threw, it looked so much better than Billy the Marlin.
You don't got to be great. You just got to be better than Billy.
Yes.
It's kind of like our KVJ events. You can be drunk, you just can't be the drunkest.
You're right.
Pretty much it. Yeah. So thanks to all the KVJ Nationers that came out. We had some cool looking shirts too that everybody got when they came out to the ballpark on Friday night.
Yeah, they said KVJ night at the ballpark.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everybody got a shirt. We were kind of over in an area that's like literally in the bar. So, like, you have to just turn around and take 2 steps behind you, and bam, you're at the bar. But it's like all tables. So you can get like some nachos and popcorn. My mom got both. You sit there and you just go to town.
Well, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Did she say what she liked better? Is it the popcorn or is it the nachos?
She loved the nachos more. Oh, hands down, the nachos.
I bet she would go. I could talk nachos with her for 15 minutes.
And she will keep right up with you.
I might start a podcast with her.
What if you put hot cheese on popcorn? Would it change your answer?
She would eat that too.
I would too.
That's delicious.
Would that then beat nachos, do you think?
No,
No, it doesn't.
She's Mexican.
Oh, you're
Nothing
right,
ain't gonna beat nachos.
Okay.
Them nachos, they're either really, really good or they're horrifically terrible. There's nothing in the middle when it comes to nachos and cheese. And sometimes the chip, it tastes a little stale. If they've been in the bag too long.
You got to make sure you got a fresh chip because nobody wants a chip that barely breaks.
I don't.
Hey, your podcast, it could be called Nacho Mama.
Oh, I don't hate it.
You and Linda.
Would you tune in ever, Kevin?
Oh, yeah. I'll give it a good 3 to 5 minutes.
I don't believe you. Maybe 30 seconds.
We'll just see how you gotta pull somebody in fast.
You're right. You're right.
We'll just see how it winds up going. We got March Madness that is going on. That kicked off on Thursday. It's kind of fun. I had my son Cannon. My wife had to do a trip to D.C., so we went to a Hard Rock where he loves to go and kind of started that off and watched.
Boys Weekend.
It was, yeah. Cannon was out with me
Nice.
on Friday, so it's like, and the thing I loved, his girlfriend was on a cruise with her family.
So both your ladies were away.
Yeah, both the ladies were away, so the boys got to play. So I had a lot of good quality time with my son Cannon.
That
I've seen him in like a
worked.
month. Yeah, everything just worked out. I was
It
like,
was the week of Kev.
it was the ultimate week. It really was.
Were you waiting for something to go wrong? You're like, this is going too great.
Well, I was like going, okay, you know what? I felt like a lot of things hadn't been going my way for a while. I've been taking a lot of L's.
You earned that W.
I was like, thank you, God, that finally, like, things are kind of going my way. It was kind of nice. So, we'll see what happens this week. But it was all good
So
until
far,
then.
so good. Jbird's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, so far things going pretty good.
We're back to normal.
And your hip feels good.
Feeling great.
He's walking fantastic.
Looking amazing.
Close to moonwalking.
So many people at the Rust Market, because I was giving them like a little inside information. I'm like, look, and I was showing people the letter from your doctor because you had to be released back to come to work.
Yes.
It's a big thing with the insurance. And when you get a major operation, like your doctor has to sign back on to you coming back.
Yeah, for our next event, I figured we could do like a little photo op. People can take a picture with my scar.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. There you go.
But isn't it right next to your no-no square?
That's not right next to it. That'd be inappropriate. It's more.
How big of a scar is it? What does it
Hey,
look like?
kids, come on over.
I think I can show it to you. Let me
Okay.
see if I can.
Yeah.
Because I'd had a buddy that had done both hips, and his scars were in different places. One went in from the side, one went in a different area. Okay, it's right there on the side. They got you probably a good, that's, what would you say, a 6-inch scar right
Definitely.
over the top? All
What's
right.
that over there, too?
That's where, so there's on both sides of your hips, they have to put the robot claw on the other hip to dig into your skin. So yeah, robots are a big part of it, man.
Really?
Yeah, my operation took under 45 minutes. I think mine took longer because I was thrashing
That's insane.
through the operation. They had to give me extra, what's that stuff?
Anesthesia?
Yes. They go, you were thrashing through that operation.
You thrash, bruh. You just thrash.
Yeah, it's from my childhood.
That's some deep scars.
Oh, those scars will not heal.
So you were hard to take down, huh?
Way bigger than 6 inches.
Trying to fight through it?
Well, I could tell it might have been an issue because it felt like everyone was like, wow, you really,
Wow, you're a handful.
you're a thrash. But they were amazing. I had great, Dr. Avino got me healthy. So shout out to him and so glad to be back.
Sorry about the throat punch, Avino.
I did. I said sorry so many times. I go, I am so sorry. I was thrashing. I didn't say anything weird, did I?
That's the biggest worry,
You're all
isn't
gonna
it?
die.
Yeah.
It was. I woke up. I go, did I say anything weird?
That's my biggest thing. I was watching an episode of Ted. Have you seen that? They have the TV show now, just like they did the movies.
It's very weird, that Ted the TV show.
Yeah, I was watching just because my son Cannon was watching. I went home like, all right. trying to do
Rocco
some-
was watching watching it. I was like, what is this?
Boy, it's really filthy.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And Rocco's 10, right?
It's way too filthy for Rocco.
Okay. But he was loving
But here we are.
Yeah.
Loves it.
It was too filthy for me.
It's too filthy for me.
Yeah.
It is vulgar, Jbird.
But on the show, they'd had the dad on it that had gone under to get a colonoscopy. And it was like my whole worry. And he was worried about stuff that he might reveal when he goes under. And then as soon as he goes under, somebody kind of hid underneath the table. And then they started laughing at him, making fun of him, doing all these weird things to him. Like, I knew it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know it's just a comedy thing, but that's like everybody's worst nightmare of like somebody like me has a weird phobia about it, is that they're going to start laughing, checking you out, be like, oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, look at this.
When you're under with a tube in your rectum, that's not the time for jokes.
I've done that before. I remember when I thought I was having a heart attack and I went to the hospital. It was just a panic attack, but they gave me, again, that, I think it's Ativan, whatever it is, it's supposed to relax you.
The liquid chill pill.
It is the liquid chill pill, a.k.a. truth serum. And I was in there thinking I was dying. 10 minutes later, I am going on and on about my ex-girlfriend, and then I noticed about 7 people in the room going, all right, what else you got to say?
Did they know her?
I think they know me. And they were just eating it all up.
Tell us more.
I told it all.
So with March Madness, my team lost day one, first game, so it's all right though. But some of the Florida teams did okay, but kind of an upset. Florida basketball, they got beat by Iowa in the round of 32.
Wah, wah.
They were the defending national champs, so that's not going to be happening.
No.
And that kind of ruined my bracket because I took the Gators like all the way to the championship game.
Damn it.
Thought they were going to do it. And then the Miami Hurricanes, they lost to the Purdue Boilermakers in the second round.
Oh my gosh. Purdue and Iowa, those are the ones that beat us. Florida, we're sucking.
Iowa?
Big Ten, baby. Yeah, not real good for them. So that some of the stuff that happened.
I bet you a lot of Florida brackets got messed up by that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously anybody who took that. So that's the fun thing. The thing that matters, though, is we do the family bracket. So my son, Cannon, he goes through everybody, even the grandparents and whatever. And my whole thing is you just got to beat the grandparents. Because, for like 2 or 3 years in a row, grandma's beating me. And I get trolled endlessly for
You're
that.
supposed to be the sports guy around here.
Right. That's always the whole thing about my failed sports show.
Grandma picks based on colors of the team.
I don't know if it was fail. I think you hit the button on that.
You can't change the narrative in the family. It's a failed sports show.
You hit the eject button.
No, not the way they see it. You
The
got
plane
fired from this
crashed
sports show. Yeah.
and you were in it?
Yeah.
You got fired in disgrace.
Got fired, yeah. Biggest embarrassment to the family of all time. Yeah. It's really kind of crazy when you consider that a majority of the youth today are getting all of their news from social media. You have to say, well, if that is the case, then it's probably kind of important where they're getting their news from and how reliable that platform is. Now, Virginia basically just lives or dies off of what she sees on TikTok.
It's fun.
And whatever she sees on TikTok, I mean, it's got to be the gospel because it's so reliable, right? Well, maybe not. They kind of took a look at all the different platforms that are out there that you can get your information from, and things did not bode well for TikTok. In fact, they said it is maybe the worst.
It's pretty bad, man.
Yes. And they said the thing you really don't want to get is mental health information from TikTok because it is the absolute worst. They say the misinformation rates are nearly 35% on TikTok.
Wow. I think it's higher than that for all the bits I brought in here.
Oh, you're at 95%.
Yeah, people yell at me and Kevin for your TikTok stuff.
I'm only going to bring you the craziest stuff that I believe.
I mean, some of it is so crazy to the point where I get mad at myself. Because now I've been tricked so many times. 10 seconds into a video, I go right to the comments just to see if I'm an idiot. Because usually somebody will let you know in the comments, this is fake, idiots. Come on, let's go.
They say that more than half of ADHD videos on TikTok contained inaccurate claims, while autism content was wrong 40 to 41% of the time.
Wow.
They also said that across TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X, that TikTok pretty much had the most misinformation. They say that the other platforms are at about 26%. Your misinformation on TikTok is about 35%.
Why is that? Is that just because it's the most popular and there's more of a chance for that to happen?
I wonder, you have certain demographics across the platforms. And I think it's also how they fight that. Now, the one thing that I've noticed with TikTok is that they don't seem to have the same way to challenge some of the information that's on there. I get a lot of my information from Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and they're always putting community notes up there. And so as I read something, I'm like, okay, I don't know. Does that seem right? And you can see, is it been community noted? What are some of the comments? So you can do a little bit of a deeper dive. I'm not on TikTok enough, but I don't really see that. Does TikTok offer that? Do people often push back on the misinformation that's on TikTok?
No, they love misinformation.
That's what I thought. So to me, that I think is one of the reasons is they don't really have a good checks and balances system on calling out BS that is up there. And so people see it and they're like, well, it's here and nobody's challenging it, so it's got to be real.
And it's so crazy and wonky. I think that's why some of it does well, because you're like, what?
And also, too, people have lost their mind with social media. They're doing everything and anything just to get some attention.
That's what it is.
Right.
Those outlandish things get attention, which is clicks and comments.
If you don't have talent, you can still get attention. You don't have to have talent to get attention.
I know. I built a whole platform on it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Doing it right now.
They said, for instance, some of the comments that had gone up there that people had said were probably should have been community noted on TikTok, but they didn't have a way to do it. One person left a comment. They said, I drove by a dental place that said they offer euthanasia for their clients who might be scared of going to the dentist.
Seems a little extreme.
Yeah, nobody called BS on that. But yeah, they're not euthanizing people who are scared to go to the dentist. Just so you know.
No one's going to go.
And another person had a post on trying new ways to relax. They said, currently I'm into essential oils and incest. Nobody calling anything on that. We're good, right?
We're good, and your brother looks real good.
Oh, my goodness.
So there you go. So here you go find a little misinformation on TikTok. Just so you know, if you're ranking for accuracy, entertainment, I'm sure, way high. Accuracy, not so much when it comes to TikTok. I mean, my wife was in tears on Thursday, just trying to get through TSA and everything she had to do. She had a trip to Washington, D.C. for a teacher convention that she had to go to. And she said, this is just a complete nightmare.
That's the reason that I drove 12 hours to Bowling Green, Kentucky, because the TSA was insane in all the big airports. Mm-hmm. So little ones, no, but big ones, it's drama.
Yeah, no, I've just seen crazy stuff. You're saying New Orleans, it seems like it's the worst. Then Atlanta Hartsfield is the second worst in the country when it comes to delays. Last week, they were looking at about 37 and 39% respectively of TSA agents that had called out sick. The national average is right about 9%. But for some reason, those two cities are higher. But for South Floridians, a lot of times, I'm always flying through Atlanta to connect to anywhere I have to go.
You're right. Because I like to go out of PBI, which has the short TSA lines. And then if you're in Atlanta already, you're in the airport. You don't have to go through their TSA.
Atlanta's got a lot of restaurants, man.
They do. You can seriously have some fun on a 2-3 hour layover in Atlanta. They have great food.
I had that, and I was there for a good 2 or 3 hours. We blew it. We went to Fridays at the airport. I know. And they didn't even have garlic bread. They're the sticks.
I wouldn't tell people that.
I know. I got to keep myself accountable.
There's nice, like, upscale places in Atlanta.
Totally blew it.
Yeah, 2 hours is good. 2 days, not so much fun.
That's awful.
Yeah.
2 days is bad.
Yeah, and I know for some people, they had those kind of extended type of layovers, trying to get to wherever they're trying to go. And it's kind of crazy. It's spring break week as well. And for people trying to get into Florida, when I looked at what people were searching, because you'd had stuff happening in the Middle East, you'd had the stuff that had happened in Mexico. So a lot of people, Key West was number one. In fact, when you looked at all the top searches for spring break, Florida was pretty much taking up the top 6 spots.
Magnolia went to Key West for spring break, and she was like, Mom, everybody's here.
Yeah.
Like, every single hotel was like triple the price, which is great because I had to foot the bill for that one.
Fort Lauderdale Beach looked a little bit crazier than what I remembered it.
Did it? Is it coming back?
Well, the thing I was wondering, remember every year Miami Beach and Fort Lauderdale Beach had put out those PSAs saying, you come here, don't act a fool, you will be arrested. I don't remember seeing any of those ads from either one of them this year. They just kind of cruised right into spring break, and then I saw it looked a little chaotic on Fort Lauderdale Beach.
Well, there's really not a lot of other choices. You know, they're shutting down places. And if you don't want to go through TSA and you just want to drive to your destination and you're anywhere in Florida, it's the logical choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in fact, here was a video from Fort Lauderdale Beach as somebody's just kind of showing all the chaos that was going on and narrating it.
Well, it's high school spring break in Fort Lauderdale, and everything was pretty peaceful for spring break up until today, because you had all the high schoolers and all the locals down here. Now it's literally cops everywhere. It's fights everywhere. It's like melee.
I know you guys play-by-play, too.
Sirens and people screaming.
It's like Armageddon.
It was a little chaotic.
It's amazing.
And the weird winner of all this, they said, is a Brightline. They said they're experiencing record high ridership, partly due to the airport congestion. And so people were saying, okay, yeah, I guess for some reason that gave them a bump. Maybe people were looking to try to get to whatever Florida airport that they could. Maybe it's flying into Orlando.
Just be careful because the Orlando airport is one of the ones with long TSA. Orlando,
Right.
Nashville, New Orleans, you said Washington, like those big ones are a mess.
Or maybe it was just South Floridians saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to stay local because the flights are crazy. So let's just hop on the Brightline and go to Orlando for the weekend. They said about 40,000 travelers between the 13th and the 15th.
Wow.
Coming out of South Florida. So they were pretty happy about that. So they said they were offering travel deals, too, including up to 50% off for children.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it seemed to work out.
It is expensive. We looked into it. It was like $80 per person per way.
Do they serve, and this is going to be weird, do they serve chili on the Brightline?
Like fresh hot soup?
I thought they...
I don't know if that's the way I would go, is soup on a train, but
Soup on a train.
like when you take a turn, hot soup in your lap doesn't sound fun.
I could have swore I saw people talk about chili on the Brightline. I'm like, I don't remember food being on that
I
thing.
did not see that anywhere.
Soup crotch over here.
Do they serve food?
There are snacks and stuff like that. I don't think there's a hot soup cart.
No,
I haven't been on there in a minute, so I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
Maybe that's why everybody's going on, because of the chili.
It doesn't seem like the move.
I got to change up my algorithms.
Yeah. Yeah, so now they're talking about they might have, ICE going in to help out at the airports with TSA.
I heard that riding into work this morning. Like, TSA workers are quitting because they're not getting their checks. And I mean, if you're living paycheck to paycheck like most of us, you try going a month without getting paid.
Yeah,
Let me know how that goes.
How long would you be able to go at a company if they said, we can't pay you for when you finally say, I'm out of here?
Yeah, already maybe you don't love your gig because, you know, people yell at the TSA agents all day.
Mm-hmm.
And already you think, okay, I can go work someplace else and make equal money.
Yeah.
Why would you stick around and not get a check?
In Atlanta, I noticed they yell at you back, though.
Oh, Atlanta will yell at you back.
Yeah.
Atlanta is spicy. Don't start no trouble in Atlanta.
And that's why I think in Atlanta, I think those TSA workers, they go, wait, I ain't get paid. I ain't showing up.
Yeah, I'm not showing up. That's it. I'm going to go get another job and pay my bills because who wants to work for weeks and weeks and weeks for free?
Not people in Atlanta.
No.
They're saying we ain't going to do it. And you see it, Elon Musk is offering to step up and pay their salaries.
Really?
I guess he's got the money to do it.
He does have the money to do it.
Definitely.
I think he needs some good PR too.
He does.
So,
He's like in trouble. Aren't they grilling him about misrepresenting how much money he was worth when he was doing business deals? Like he was basically doing like business forgery.
Okay.
You get that from TikTok?
No, I heard that on the news on the AM.
Okay. Yeah, he's always got a little something going on.
There is something
He's a
cooking.
little slippery fish.
Yeah. So, I don't know when he's talking about doing it or if he's just throwing it out there thinking nobody's going to call him on it, but sounds like a good plan. So start handing out those checks and people start flying.
Stop talking about it and write the check.
Yeah, so we'll see. So I don't know if anybody's going to be taking any kind of trips, but hopefully they can resolve this pretty soon because everything I've heard was absolutely crazy. So if you had a bad trip, I'd like to hear who has had the worst because misery does love company. So we'll see. And somebody said, yeah, Musk cannot pay federal employees. It is illegal. So, maybe he knew that.
Musk can't pay them?
So I can't do this. I'm going to throw out this. I can't, dang it.
The goodwill of this statement.
Why can't he? Like, if that's a law, that seems dumb. If someone wants to save us from ourselves, this guy can't do it?
You should fight it and go into court and go, you know what? This is a law. This is dumb.
It's dumb.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, we saw him doing whatever he could through his attorneys to block the release of that DUI video from when Justin Timberlake was pulled over. And my favorite part of the whole thing is when he goes, this is going to ruin the world tour. And the cop who didn't know who he was, a young cop, goes, what world tour?
Right.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that mean? I don't get it. But yeah, I mean, in this video, if you haven't seen it yet, Justin Timberlake looks very bleary-eyed.
There's some people trying to say he wasn't drunk. What? Are you? Are you drunk?
Are you drunk?
Yeah, in fact, that's the one thing that stood out to me was just how intoxicated he did look. And I didn't think he was going to be that bad. But yeah, after taking a look at it, it seemed like he was a lot more intoxicated than what you would have thought.
Who is the woman that was in the other car that tried to get him out of it? She goes, oh, guys, please give us a break. Maybe you love bye, 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 or sexy back. And she, in my opinion, was just about as hammered as he was. She was repeating the same thing over and over again. I've watched enough DUI videos to know that woman was drunk.
Well, let's talk about it for a second. How would it go for you, Kevin, if you were on a video and you had some other woman in your car?
Was she in the car or was she following him? I thought she was following him in a different car.
A different car behind
That's
him.
what I thought.
He's got a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah, no, he definitely does. And you could see why he didn't want that coming out because, I don't think it was very flattering. The only thing that seemed to work out for him was, did you see where he kind of called him out because they put down white on his thing? And he's like, white, what? And so people were kind of laughing at that. But other than that, I don't think a lot of people were laughing. Here he is when he was being handcuffed by the police.
All right, just turn around for me, please. All right, I'll take you right on. 9 7 quarters, 132 and 190.
Okay, it's exciting. Also, here he is. Glad we got that. Here he's when he's being pulled over.
So the reason for the stop is because you keep veering off to the left, and then you're not stopping at the stop signs.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What are you visiting?
Yeah, I'm on tour.
What are you doing?
I'm on a world tour.
Of what?
A world tour.
Doing what?
Hard to explain. A world tour. I'm Justin Timberlake.
What's your name?
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he immediately goes, okay, cool. Let me have your license.
Yeah, who the hell's Justin Timberlake?
He's like, I think it's in my glove compartment. I think he's looking at something different in his car. It's not the glove compartment.
Wow. Yeah, not a good look. I mean, it makes him look like he was a lot more hammered than, it's almost like saying, it's just a, little bit tipsy, but, not too bad. But it sounds like he's pretty plowed.
He couldn't explain where he was and what he was and what he was doing.
And people were saying, too, the way they were talking to the police, kind of asking them, oh, come on, look the other way. They're going, this is not the first time this has happened. They just expect to get off because they're a celebrity.
Yeah.
And those days are over.
They are over, baby.
Well, and the thing I do kind of wonder, because, look, I think there are some places here in South Florida where you can sometimes get some favorable treatment if you are a little tipsy behind the wheel, where they'll be like, all right, we'll get you home, okay, not going to flag you for that. And that's up in the Hamptons, right? Sag Harbor.
Yeah.
And so they may have some of that preferential treatment considering all the money that they have there. And that may be kind of the reputation, is that, hey, you really can't get a DUI in this area. They'll make sure they take care of you. Clearly,
if you're a local, maybe. I know that is the way it is on some municipalities. Like, if you're a local and if you get pulled over in a certain area with lots of money,
right,
it can go your way. But he's not a local.
No, and body cam has changed a lot for everything. I mean, I think we lived back in the day in a time where people didn't always have their body cams on. Police didn't always have their body cams on.
If you turned it off, it wasn't a story.
Exactly.
Now it's a story if you turn it off.
You can just tell, even if I'm watching a body cam video and I'll hear just the way the police are going about it, I can almost hear it in the way they go about how they're doing it, what year it is.
Right.
You can tell it's an older body cam if it's not necessarily I wouldn't say by the book, but
they're on their best behavior now.
Now they're on their, yes.
But
yes.
It didn't used to be like that. Mm-hmm. Well, in the continuing story of celebrities who had too much to drink, it's a theme this morning. Shia LaBeouf is back out on the prowl. Did you see LaBeouf in Rome? Oh my gosh. He was apparently drinking again, sitting and dining al fresco in Rome. And he starts screaming at this woman at a table across from him. And people are like, uh-oh, that's not good. Wandering the streets of Rome. There's video of him looking like he don't know where he is. Mm-hmm. And then now there's video of him back in New Orleans again, and he's screaming at police officers. So he's definitely not getting it together and not taking the advice of everybody who wants him to go to rehab.
Yeah, everything is just an outburst with him. He is not...
not well.
No, here's a little bit of the incident in New Orleans.
Don't matter. Here's the number. I don't trust you at all. I don't trust you at all.
And so he's like, well, you know what? New Orleans isn't working out. Let me go to Rome, see how that works.
What a mess.
They'll get more people.
In the Rome video, like, he's sitting at a table by himself, and this lady is sitting at a different table by herself, and he's just screaming, and she's like looking around like, I don't even know this guy. Like, you can tell, like, she's not with him, and she's just like, what am I doing?
Right.
And she's kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, not everyone knows who he is.
You're right. I mean, I think a lot of people don't know who he is.
Well, he's also older, too.
Exactly.
And he's not working as much.
And he looks squirrely AF.
Yeah.
He's not keeping up with his looks. He looks like he's in pajamas in this one picture.
I mean, it has been a hot minute now since he's had a big movie.
Well, I think he's a liability.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, especially as these videos keep coming out of him intoxicated, screaming and fighting with just randos that he has no beef with. That's the weird part.
Hollywood, they'll give you about 10 chances, but after that, you got to kind of start.
Yeah, it's like a cat in lives.
And finally here, well, it's a little ending to this story for Zachary Ty Bryan. He got sentenced, and they gave him 19 months Now, he is going to have to cool his heels. It's all connected to probation violations and domestic violence convictions and a DUI arrest. And they said, nope, you're going to sit this one out. So he's going to be doing 19 months in Oregon and 16 months in California. So, yeah, cool your jets for a little bit, Zachary Ty Bryan. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Well, we were back after a week off. We did a little spring break ourselves. Thank you for the time off. Just had a lot of things we wanted to do. Wanted to get Bird 1 week healthier, and he is back in studio with us, looking fantastic. Everybody just dancing during breaks. It's great.
Shout out to our boss, David, who decorated the studio for me with welcome back decorations.
Oh, it's
He's good
everywhere.
like that, right?
He got me a DoorDash card.
Wow.
I know.
A thing of chocolate bunnies, balloons.
I was giving Virginia all the credit, and then I found out David did it. I take my compliment back.
I was like, no, this wasn't me. I mean, it was a great idea. I didn't even think of it. David's good.
Yeah, he's on it. And I got to do my sporty week, and Virginia went to go see her grandma in Kentucky.
I did. I drove because I didn't want to deal with those TSA lines.
Yeah.
I was nervous.
How long of a drive is that?
13 hours.
Dang.
Yeah.
Podcast it or do you music it up?
Both.
Okay.
Sometimes a little music, sometimes a little podcast. As soon as I got in Tennessee, I put on country music.
You got to.
I just had to.
Little Kenny Chesney.
Do your kids ever give you a hard time about what you listen to?
Nobody wanted to go with me on this trip.
Oh, dang.
I was solo and I was so happy.
Really?
I loved
Driving by yourself all the way to Kentucky and back, huh?
I got to eat what I wanted to eat. I
Yeah.
got to stop when I wanted to stop.
Right.
I got to go to the bathroom when I had to go to the bathroom.
Wow.
It was
okay.
so nice.
So you did enjoy that then?
I did.
Just Virginia on the road, trucking along.
A mom break is good. If you're always a mom, always a mom, always a mom, it's nice to have a little break and not have to be a mom.
And you're good as a solo explorer. I've seen you do it before. You take a city by storm.
I love to do that. It's my favorite thing to just go exploring and driving. And you can do this thing on Waze where you can hit this button and you can say, okay, get me to where I need to go, but avoid freeways, avoid the interstate, avoid any turnpikes. So you only take back roads. And to me, that is so fun because all the little things in the little stores and the little fun stops you get to make along the way, it really is the way to do it, especially in a place like Tennessee.
Right.
That's a fun place to avoid the freeway.
So you said when you were kind of pulling away from your grandma's, you were a little bit sad. She's 102, and, you know, obviously, and fortunately, as life goes on, eventually it was going to be the last time for everything.
Yeah, and, you know, she's in the senior center, and she's by herself a lot of the day. There's caretakers that are there to take care of her, but when you leave, you're like, I'm just leaving her in the room by herself, sitting in the corner, and she can't hear that good. She can't see that good. It like kind of broke my heart.
Is she happy, though, do you think? Or is she freaking out?
She's happy. So she's genuinely happy when people come to visit her. But, you know, when we leave, she's sad. And she started crying when I was leaving. So I started crying. Like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Because in my family, it doesn't matter what side. If you get into your 80s and you're talking to that relative, they love to go, I just don't know how much longer I'm going to be here. I mean, 1 foot in the grave, maybe even 2. I'm like, God, dang.
No, she doesn't talk like that.
Gaia.
She's a super positive person. And she's like, don't sweat the small stuff. And
That's probably why she's got 102 years under her belt.
exactly.
That is, people always say
Lesson
don't
there.
sweat the small stuff, which I think is true. How do you do that?
She said something like, hey, if it's not going to matter in 2 years, it doesn't matter right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's true. Because the things that do matter will still matter in 2 years. Like your family, your friends, your relationships, things
Right.
that you love and care about. But if it's something that won't matter in 2 years, why am I stressing about it?
They always say that the majority of the things you stress out in life do not happen. Do you believe that?
Yes, I do, because I stress about everything. So, yeah, I do believe that. But she says nothing shakes her. And she's been through it all. You know, she lost her mother when she was a little girl.
Okay. Wow.
She had to bury 2 men, her husband and her boyfriend.
Making that left on depression lane.
102 years of pure pain.
If she can be happy, then none of us should be sad.
Kevin, she's only happy because everything was so horrific before.
But as you're leaving, tears are streaming down your face. You had a sign of some positivity, and you were taking it to mean maybe something from the spiritual realm.
Yeah, so I'm pulling out of the old folks' home, and this red cardinal dive bombs my car, almost to the point where I thought this red cardinal was going to come through the windshield. And this doesn't happen to me very often at all, or like never. I've never had this close of an encounter with a red cardinal. And don't they say that red cardinals are like your dead loved ones?
Yes, it is. The only problem is your grandma's not dead.
Well,
She was alive when you left, right?
She wasn't. She's still alive now.
Okay, good.
Please,
thank God.
Call her.
I was thinking maybe it was my grandpa, one of the men that she buried, coming to say hi and be like, hey, thanks for checking in on Helen.
What about the other grandpa? He just doesn't care?
Well, he wasn't really a grandpa. He was a boyfriend. She never married him because she was always married to the first one and said, that's it. I'm not getting married again.
Yeah, he doesn't get cardinal status.
He's not cardinal.
You gotta stay
he
put.
was lovely.
You got to marry her to actually get cardinal status.
Did we both have cardinal experiences this week?
I've never had one before. Not like this.
I don't see many cardinals. That's why I get all ginned up when I do see them. Like, oh my gosh, a cardinal, because of that whole spiritual thing.
And when you're in the moment and you're thinking about, you know, my mortality, her mortality, the people she's lost, to have that happen in that moment, I was like, whoa, this is big.
Oh, with sad country, alone on a road trip. Oh,
so much sad country.
Did you got to cry all the way home? How fun is that, huh? Aren't you sorry you missed that trip?
Oh, that sounds kind of depressing.
But then I stopped at Crystal Burger and then all was good.
Okay, yeah, you got you.
Oh, yeah.
Think fast. If you don't come in first, you might as well be last. Think fast.
Okay, we're back after a week here. Let's see if this crew can think fast here today. We've added Jbird into the mix. He is back in studio with us.
New hip, same act.
Okay, there you go.
New hip, no limp.
That's right. And it's a full hip replacement, by the way. People have been asking.
Oh, okay.
Full hip.
Full hip, baby.
Okay.
So now you're like kind of Iron Man?
I feel you might get the best out of me today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unstoppable.
Call my shot right now. I'm giving you a W. It's a win.
Okay, well, let's see if your brain is working. We don't care so much about your hip on this one. Let's see if you can think fast here, Bird. All right, first thing I need is a sensible answer here who can come in the quickest. Give me a kind of truck that starts with the letter C. Kind of truck.
Concrete truck. Yeah.
Cargo truck.
Concrete truck.
Construction truck. I don't know.
I think concrete truck.
Yeah, concrete truck
is a
would work.
thing. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
A cement mixer truck.
It's good enough.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's good enough. I'll give you that. There's also Chevy truck.
Chevy.
Oh, geez.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Okay. What about this? Somebody you see twice a year that starts with the letter D.
Dentist.
Oh.
Boy, Virginia was ready for that.
She loves teeth.
I do like going to the dentist.
It is nice afterwards.
Oh, so clean.
Okay. Okay, something that you might use in the kitchen that starts with the letter O.
Oxygen.
No.
I think you kind of need oxygen when you're cooking.
Olives.
Ostrich spoon.
I think I'll go with olives.
Olives?
Yeah. I've never really seen a recipe that calls for oxygen.
Or an ostrich spoon.
They do make those.
I'm going to give Virginia 2. Jeffrey's got
damn it.
1. Okay, give me a vegetable that starts with the letter K.
Kale.
Oh.
You say kale?
Loaded, kale loaded.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Ties it up at 2 apiece. Okay, something that you would find at Home Depot that starts with the letter T.
Tax.
Tax?
Yeah, tax.
Tape.
You put on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
5
got
minutes
tax
later,
there.
you said tape.
After Kevin already accepted tax.
I want to show the audience that I'm trying.
Okay, all right, here we go. Something that you put butter on that starts with the letter T.
Toast.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
I ate so much toast over the last 2 weeks.
Bragger.
Buttered toast.
All right, we got a 3-3 tie. Denny's has been eliminated.
Stick around.
I want to see where this goes.
Okay, give me something that you would find in your bathroom that starts with the letter S.
Soap.
Okay, yeah. Go with that.
I almost said something different that we can't say on the air.
What?
S. Bathroom?
Sexy time?
Oh, never mind. That went nowhere.
Oh, I guess.
All right, Virginia. Grabs a
Take
win.
a second.
I don't know how many people are going to agree with this, but Virginia has a random, strong opinion when it comes to cleaning bathrooms. And this has to do with a woman's restroom, Virginia.
Yeah, so I was on my road trip by myself. So already I'm on high alert as a woman traveling solo.
Yeah.
So I stopped to get gas, went into the gas station, of course, had to get a little snack. And then I was like, oh, let me use the restroom real quick while I'm here. And I'm going in, and there's a dude coming out. And I don't know if you've ever had that happen.
What? A dude?
A dude coming out. And I was like, whoa, taken aback. Like, if I would have got there 5 seconds earlier, he would have full on been in the bathroom when I walked in. And it's just weird. He knew it was weird. I knew it was weird. And he immediately was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just cleaning it. And I was like, oh, sure you are. You're probably dropping a deuce. And now I got to walk in here and breathe your poo air.
Well, I mean, you think he would really go in there to drop a deucer? I mean, maybe he's just in there to...
Yeah, I do.
Where was this at again?
A gas station.
Oh, he's definitely dropping a deucer, dog.
He claimed he was in there cleaning it, but here's my hard take. No men should ever be cleaning the women's restroom, period. I don't care.
But what if you only have a male cleaning person?
Then you got to rope that thing off. You got to make sure nobody can walk in there and walk into a restroom with a man in it when it's a woman's restroom.
I think that your call out is partially correct in the sense where if you are in there cleaning a bathroom, you should rope it off. On our floor here, we have a female cleaning lady, and she will be in the men's restroom, but she will put up a sign and let you know that she's cleaning it, and that is done the right way. There should not be any problem with having somebody of the opposite gender cleaning that bathroom when they go in properly and be like, is anybody in here? And they check to make sure that it's all clear and then rope it off. I don't think there should be any problem.
This guy was so rogue with not a cleaning utensil in hand. I know he was in there dropping a duke.
You're right, though. Here, she really does block it off perfectly. If she's cleaning the bathroom, the only thing she's missing is a bouncer because you're not getting in.
Yeah.
That's what you want, though, because
Yes.
you don't want to walk in there and then discover she's in there. What if you ran in and went to the urinal and started to take your business out, and then you look and you see her in the stall cleaning?
Well,
You don't want that.
I think what you're actually protesting is that if anyone, regardless of your gender, is going to clean a bathroom, make sure that you're blocking it off, putting up the sign so people know. It's not the fact that it's a man cleaning a woman's restroom. It's the fact that he didn't properly block it off the way it should be done.
And then I'm sure he wasn't even cleaning. He was just in there lying.
Well,
Okay.
and now you're condemning this guy, and I've disagreed with about half of the things you just said.
If you could have seen his face, he was so busted, and not a cleaning tool in hand.
I mean, you can't say men can't clean the woman's bathroom if they work at a place.
I just did.
Well, yeah, I know, but you don't say nothing about the woman who cleans the men's bathroom here.
Not a bit.
In fact,
That's been going on for quite a while.
she's great friends with her.
I do like her.
She's
great.
amazing.
She is amazing.
She is amazing.
Cleans like nobody's business.
Yeah. So you're just upset that he didn't properly block it off.
Yes. And I think he's lying about it.
Imagine that, though. Imagine if he does work there and he's cleaning it. Now he's getting condemned for doing his job and being, I guess, what? Just, you're saying he's doing weird things? You don't even know if he's doing weird things?
You can go poop in the men's room, sir.
Mm-hmm. Now, Lisa said, we've got a male janitor at my job who cleans a women's restroom, and he asks a female employee to check and see if anyone is in there before cleaning it.
Nope, Kev, he's doing something terrible.
But yeah, it seems like
And then he must block it off so that no girls walk in there. He does it right if he blocks it off.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was rogue. No
Okay.
block, no nothing.
All right, well, he just should have done a little bit better.
Yes.
I'm sure you handled it well.
Hey, what's that?
Right. So I asked, should men be allowed to clean a woman's restroom? 67% of people said yes.
I disagree.
But there's still 30% of people who agree with this crazy woman over here.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
No face-to-face encounters with a dude in the ladies' room. It's disconcerting.
It is. It is. All right. Well, thanks to everybody that is watching us on YouTube today. It is a nice little thing to do if you ever have any kind of issues with the on-air radio signal, which I guess we are a little bit north of us today. Going to YouTube is a great way to remedy that, or you can stream us live on the 97.9 WRMF app. So it's a nice little fallback in case you get to a place, or if you're on a road trip and you get outside of the signal range, just go to one of the apps or to YouTube itself.
Crystal
We stream that live.
clear.
Yeah.
If you are on a road trip, do not go into the bathroom because there might be an evil man in there.
I know.
I'm going to start knocking first. Is there a dude in here?
Had a little run-in with the law over the break.
What'd you do, bad boy?
Just, speed demon. Speed demon.
You are a bad boy.
Yeah.
Your wife was right. She said you're a bad driver. She goes out of town and you get pulled over.
I did. You're right.
Dude. She's going to rub your nose in this.
You know what gets me is, and this is the second time, in fact, I've only had 3 speeding tickets in the last 3 decades, but typically when it gets me is I get on a road where I think that the speed limit might be one thing and it's actually another.
It drops down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was cruising through Lantana and I was like, it was really dark. And the other thing that helps me too is how other cars are. I was the only car on the road. In fact, this guy did such a, what a move. So I'm sitting behind this guy and I'm not one of the ones to honk. But I'm sitting there, and this guy was on his phone, and the light is green, and he's sitting there, and he's sitting there.
And you can see him on his phone?
Yeah, and I just do a gentle like that, just to be like, hey, dude, come on, man.
It's green. It's been green.
So he keeps sitting there, and then as the light turns yellow and then goes to red, then he takes off super fast. And just freezes me right at the light.
You wonder if he was doing that on purpose.
I don't know. It was an odd thing. And, I was in kind of a rush. I wanted to get home. And so I was just kind of thinking that. I'm like, oh, man. And so then I kind of made up for it a little bit.
You had to speed to make up the time.
I could have swore it probably would have been, I didn't know because I didn't see a speed limit sign. And a lot of times they're not well lit. And so I'm like, it's got to be 45. It wasn't. It was 35.
Oh.
I was doing 44.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Wait, you were doing 44 in a
35.
I thought 9, you're fine.
Don't buy that.
Yeah.
That's not true.
That is not true.
That is not true.
I don't know why that is.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But, I
Did you get the ticket?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. $130.
Did he have a flat top?
No, nice guy. I mean, he was all good, but it was just like, all right. I'm like, yeah, you got me. I mean, I can't say anything about it. And I'm like, I admit I was doing that speed, and you're right. Now, I would argue and be like I don't think it should be 35 miles an hour. And I think some municipalities set their speed limit.
They do.
Insanely low, where I'm like, 35 to me, that's, and I think it was maybe 6 lanes. I'm like, I've never seen 6 lanes that
Be 35.
right.
That
Typically,
is tricky.
Yes. I know there's other little pockets where they kind of do that stuff.
Did you explain to him that you had just had a weird situation at a light, that this guy didn't go and it was green and you honked and he didn't go and you were sad? You brought baggage into this encounter.
I did, and honestly, I hope that guy's not listening. He's like going, I double got that guy. Double got him. I showed him. Yeah, I've never had anybody do that. That was the craziest thing.
People are weird, and they're getting weirder.
And I was just like, yeah, and I'm not even trying to, and it wasn't even like, it was just like, no,
A tap.
Like, hey, like, come on, dude. Like,
and it had been green for a while, and you're seeing him on the phone.
I gave it a good 8 count. I knew it was about ready to change. I'm like, I'm going to get stuck at this light. And I want to keep going. So I'm like, no. And then he just sits there. I'm like, and then and he took off at like 90 miles an hour. And how the cop didn't get him, but then gets me coming 9 miles an hour over that exceptionally low speed limit.
Maybe they're in cahoots.
I feel like it. Maybe that's what it is. Be like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to frustrate people. They'll come zipping through, not knowing that it's 35 right here when it should be 50.
Ticket, ticket, ticket.
Yeah.
I'm going to get answers because I am pulling the body cam footage.
I would like to see Kevin's body cam.
Even if it's the most boring video.
You know it's going to be.
I would love to still see that, and I think it would do pretty good.
Kevin's the most cooperative guy ever.
I was, shook his hand. I'm like, thanks. You know? I thanked him for a $130 ticket. Yeah. I'm the guy you want to pull over. I'm not going to put up a fight. I'm going to thank you and shake your hand.
Fall on the sword immediately.
Like, thank you for this ticket. So happy I got it.
That would be a funny body cam.
That would be the most polite person speeding.
Justin Timberlake, take a lesson. Here's how you do it.
Here's how you get pulled over, JT. So the one thing that might be good for you, maybe this is a win for the people over the man, they've got those red light cameras that are popping up all over the place. And I like this argument. Now, it only means anything for this one case, but a Broward County judge ruled that this law is unconstitutional, and they dismissed a ticket. And they brought up a big question. They said, you know, what we don't like here is that the law shifts the burden of proof to the vehicle owner, requiring them to prove they weren't driving instead of the government proving who ran the light. And they said, that's not how the law is supposed to work, right? You have to prove their guilt, not them have to prove their innocence. And they said, that's how the red light laws are working. And they said, that's not how law is set up here in America. And that
innocent until proven guilty.
Absolutely. And it kind of goes against that. I'm like, that should be genius. Now they're saying that it needs to go to a larger court and it's got to happen again. But I don't know why it wouldn't be any different, because I think they've got a really good point with that. Yeah, they said, it shouldn't be on you to have to prove that. Then all of a sudden we're flipping how it works in America.
Yeah, I got one of those tickets before. They took a picture of me, and I could see myself in the picture, and I was kind of fat. So it was a double whammy. I had to pay a ticket, and I was portly.
Gross. And speeding.
I was like, dang, I got a ticket? Oh, and I'm fat in the picture?
And the judge rules innocent. We didn't realize you packed on so many pounds.
Guilty.
Yeah.
He's obviously
guilty of being fat and
he's racing to Taco Bell.
I probably was.
You know that man was running for the border?
Definitely.
Yeah, they say cities are likely to continue issuing tickets for now, but if you can get it to a higher court, then you might get that thrown out. So just something to think about. If you do get one of those red light tickets, you're saying, hey, that wasn't me. It might be worth something to fight right now.
And I swear, I'm not being paid by the app Waze, but there's a feature on Waze where you can say, warn me about any red light cameras, and it will.
Yeah, no, that's smart. Can you get it where it's like, hey, warn me of that cop that's hiding in the darkness waiting for a guy to go 9 miles an hour over an extremely low speed limit?
Yes. So other motorists in real time update the app, and it tells you, as long as the cop has been there for a second and other people have seen him, it will tell you, oh, okay, motorists ahead of you said there's a cop here, be careful. It'll warn you.
You know, I have a feeling the guy that was ahead of me that left me at that red light, he probably went ahead and said, no cops here.
No cops. Speed away, Kev.
You're good. Try to catch me, Big Daddy.
I think he was involved in a setup.
It feels like it.
Well, it does sound weird.
It was an odd moment. I'm like, go figure. And that guy must have taken off going 60 miles an hour.
He knew what he was doing.
In that Tesla.
He looked back and goes, I know that radio guy. I hate that show. I'm going to make him wait.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, it would appear that the major drama going on behind the scenes of The Bachelorette caused them to pull the plug on The Bachelorette. Now, this has never happened in the history of ABC doing this show, but they pulled the plug on Taylor Frankie Paul. Now, she is a reality show star from this show called The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. She's a young girl, super cute. She got kids, but, you know, it was definitely a fascinating story. She was coming into the franchise of The Bachelorette with already a big following, which I think is good for that show when you already have a huge following. And just how this all played out behind the scenes. So Taylor Frankie Paul is divorced from her baby daddy. His name is Dakota. So Dakota had this video from 2023 where he videotaped her, Taylor Frankie Paul, when he and she were in a fight, and it was physical. And she was picking up chairs. She was picking up ottomans. She was picking up step stools and chucking them at him. And I guess her kid was like right there, and her kid may have gotten like hurt in the whole incident. It's all on video, and you can hear the kid like crying. You can't really see her striking the kid, but he claims the kid was hit and hurt during her throwing furniture. But he sat on this video until the week that her Bachelorette show was premiering on ABC. And then, poof, he released the video. And then ABC canceled her show. I mean, he played chess with her ass.
So did they cancel the franchise or just this round of it?
Just this round.
Okay.
Just this round. And now there's all kinds of drama because the dudes that were supposed to be on there vying for her love, they're all upset.
Sure. I mean, is there a big chance to get their fame? So are you going to take all of them and grandfather them back in?
It's not their fault
Right.
that she's a maniac and throws furniture and may have hit her kid.
Right. Yeah. And it was pretty crazy. I mean, it's just the visual. Here's the audio of it. But if you're watching on KVJ TV on YouTube right now, you can see a bit of how it looked. And yeah, the chairs were just flying. It was pretty unhinged.
Yeah. Yeah, look at you. Look. Yeah, look. This is called physical abuse. Yeah. Yeah. See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do. Holy
I don't give a f.
Let me go. Stop. Dude, leave me alone. Oh my gosh. Your daughter is right here.
You don't care.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeesh.
Wow, how do you keep filming that? You're getting beat up, but he still had a pretty good viewfinder on
He
that
knew
thing.
he needed that evidence, and then he held on to it since 2023 and released it when she went on ABC.
Dang, she's throwing. You're right, man. She got Virginia accuracy.
Yeah, she does.
So the 5 contestants, the dudes that thought that this was their big break to be contestants on The Bachelorette, 5 of them are apparently looking to sue ABC. I don't know if that's the way I would go, but they said ABC put them in an unsafe environment with her because she's throwing chairs.
Wow.
They just want to get paid.
Oh, they're milking it, yeah.
They're like, let's try to get some money. If we're going to get canceled, we might as well get a little payday out of it because I don't know. I mean, if I was them, though, I would try to just get recast on a new season, right? Isn't that the play? But I don't know.
It'd be nice if they would do that, but I mean, you're talking about what? It's, I believe, every year, right? They have one round of The Bachelorette every year, and then they have The Bachelor, and that would be a long way off just to take this whole cast. So, yeah, that could have been their chance.
It could have been. I could see them. I could see producers or the network going,
We're done.
Sorry, guys. Just didn't work
We're
out.
moving on.
Exactly.
We're trying to forget it happened. Her side of it, though, I guess, is still going to be told. She remains very active on social media, and she says she's got a reality project that she is going to put out very soon that will tell her side of the story. She is not going to wilt away in the heat. So fascinating stuff there. I don't know if this is ironic or what, but the man that played Aquaman just had to evacuate Hawaii because of flooding. Jason Momoa, who played Aquaman, was over in Hawaii, and I guess there's all kinds of landslides and rising tides, downed trees. It's a mess over there. So Aquaman had to evacuate Hawaii because of flooding.
Because of flooding, yeah.
If Aquaman can't make it through the floods, is there any hope for any of us?
Well, maybe it's just his family. They don't swim as well as Aquaman does.
Just them.
Yeah.
He had to get them out of there. And Chapel Roan continues to be talked about. Now, remember we told you the story before spring break about how she was catching heat for being so mean to everybody on the street. She's at Fashion Week in Paris, and they have the nerve to photograph her on the sidewalk.
Oh my gosh. What?
Yeah.
And she's an artist?
And she's an artist.
I know. And even if you give critiques, there's always someone that critiques your critique. You don't know Chaperone. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're right. I don't know what I'm talking about. All I'm saying is Chaperone had to go on social media and say, I swear I don't hate my fans.
She did.
Yeah, I know.
She's out there right now saying, I swear I don't hate my fans. I swear I don't hate children, because apparently everybody thinks that it was her security that made this Brazilian soccer legend's 11-year-old daughter cry. Now, she was in a restaurant, and now she claims it wasn't her security, but everybody in the restaurant is saying it was her security. So this is where it's a little fuzzy in the story. She's like, I have no idea what security that was that came over. Some security guard came over and yelled at the 11-year-old and the mother for bugging Chapel Roan. But they said they did not bug her, and she said they did not bug her. I don't know who this security person was, but this sounds like her M.O.
Yeah, well, she's got some issues, and who knows, maybe she yelled at her security so badly for what had happened and said, you guys made me look silly, that maybe now they're overcompensating. And this is what happens when you have a kid and you should be hospitable to them.
Yes.
To look good, and they did it to the wrong person who then had some clout, who said something. And
he's more famous than Chapel.
And now here she is trying to backtrack on a video, and I don't know how this sounds, but this is her explanation.
I'm just going to tell my half of the story of what happened today with a mother and child who were involved with a security guard who is not my personal security. I didn't even see a woman and a child. Like, no one came up to me. No one bothered me. Like, I was just sitting at breakfast in my hotel. I think these people were staying at the hotel as well. I did not ask the security guard to go up and talk to this mother and child. They did not come up to me. They weren't doing anything. It's unfair for security to just assume someone doesn't have good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason this whole thing took fire is because, this 11-year-old, her stepdad is a Brazilian soccer legend, but her real dad is Jude Law. This kid actually, between the two parents, the two daddies, has way more clout and way more fans and way more fame.
You can tell she feels bad as she gives her apology video. As she's laying in bed. She's laying in bed. I'm just so sorry. I didn't even know. Wake up! If you're going to do a video like that, let's get out of bed maybe.
It's just messy, and it's kind of her MO. So I don't know. Do you believe her that it wasn't her at all? When she was just yelling at people last week at Paris Fashion Week?
I mean, maybe that's her shtick. Maybe that's her thing. I don't want to be famous. I want to yell at people. My security. Like,
But then she's coming back saying, I don't hate children. I don't hate my fans. Like, pick a side.
Well, she kind of has the vibe, but she doesn't want to be there.
Right.
Just as a person watching, now I don't know what's in her heart, I don't know what's in her head, but just watching, and I admit I'm not a huge fan, so I don't know much about her. But just as an outsider looking in, it appears that she just doesn't want to be there.
Well, she needs to contact Taylor Swift's people because you don't hear this stuff with Taylor Swift. You don't have fans that didn't get to. In fact, it's the exact opposite. You're like, how does Taylor stay up on everything and do everything right? And so that'd be the first call I'd make. Chapel Roan's people need to be like, hey, how are you guys pulling this all off? How does she need to navigate these kind of waters? Because she doesn't even have the kind of rush that Taylor Swift has.
You're right.
She's having these kind of problems without that kind of struggle and fame.
And she's been having these problems.
Right. Yeah.
This is so her MO. And now she's like, oh, it wasn't me. That wasn't my security. Well, it sounds like you. Yeah. And it sounds like something you would do and say. So you got to figure yourself out, girl.
Even if it didn't happen, you have an image issue there. People are already assuming that you would have done something like that because of the past.
You got an 11-year-old crying. Ain't a good look.
Yep.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
If somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
All right, we are getting called out here for taking spring break.
Uh-oh.
Curtis said, I want to call out the KVJ show all week before spring break. You were talking about Jbird coming back, and then all of a sudden you guys aren't there, and it's a week later, and here you are.
Yeah, bizarro world.
Yes. Yeah, I will let people know we weren't really sure if we were going to be taking any kind of time or not, and we were just kind of waiting to see what had happened. Virginia wanted to go see her grandma. We were kind of seeing what's going on with Jbird's hip, and as we got to Friday and after the show, we're like, you know what, he probably could use another week. Virginia wants to see her grandma, and I probably could use a little bit of a break.
Yeah, honestly, it was kind of a blessing because I don't think I would have been very comfortable here last week.
It was very last minute, though. I mean, we literally decided on Thursday and Friday. We're like, are we doing this? I don't know. And then we just did it.
When our boss David sent me a message going, we're going to be taking some time off, I go, that might be good. I know the nation's going to want to hunt us down and kill us.
Yes.
But
another one says, quit bitching about time off and not getting it. Blah, blah, blah. Wham, wham, wham. Since November, which is only like 4 to 5 months, you guys have had off a month's worth of time. People don't normally get that time in 2 years. So, I do apologize, sir. I'm sorry. We would take less, but I would yell more.
I wouldn't say I had the best vacation. I was recovering with a wound.
Kevin needed a mental recovery. Jbird needed a physical recovery. It was a lot.
Yeah.
And you're exhausted from your trip to New Orleans. So, I mean, I get why you need a vacation. Mardi Gras wiped her out. She needed a break.
I do admit, I mean, look, media, I think, compared to everything else, it does seem that way. But we're not odd when it comes to media. I mean, you look at the TV shows, they take the whole summer off. They get 3 months. You look at Howard Stern, he works 3 days a week. So, I don't know. There is something about it where I think it's just when you're in a daily grind of doing this and you've got the creativity issues. I know you guys don't see a lot of behind the scenes, but the burnout gets to be pretty real. And I know, wham, but, and I know other people are working hard as well. But, it's hard to do a good show, I've just found, through time. And look, we used to take a lot less vacation than what we do now, but I came to realize as time went through and everything else, I'm like, I think you're better when you take little strategic breaks to kind of recharge the batteries, and then hopefully the show comes back better.
Well, you're better when you're rested. You're better when you're happy. And those little breaks just recharge your happy. They recharge your circadian rhythm. They recharge everything. And I think we all need that in life. You can't just keep going and going and going, especially as we get older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I do. I know it's a weird, sick thing to say, but I feel guilty for having hip issues. I didn't like not being here. I love coming into work.
Well, you're the only one that actually needed it. Mm-hmm. I think the rest of us were mentally broke, but you were physically broke.
Oh, mentally, I wasn't good either. But.
Yeah, Stephanie said, I don't know any other radio show that gets so much time off. The people I know in the industry, they take the same amount, if not more. So, maybe it's just like I said, maybe it's a media radio thing, and we are blessed that we get the time we do to to downshift. But yeah, I do apologize. We take it. But if I didn't, I don't know if you'd want to see me. If you guys missed a little rant I had a couple weeks ago, I did. You might have that daily. So.
I missed that.
Kevin needed a break. He was really struggling.
I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, you're probably better off.
Well, I saw it and then it was deleted. I'm like, damn, I missed a.
Yeah.
I missed a real barn burner.
You
today.
missed a doozy.
Yeah. So
and then the next day they flew in all the corporate engineer team.
Mm-hmm.
Which was good. And
they've done a
fixed
great
it.
job.
They
And
fixed the problem.
the issues are taken care of, and it was all good. And so, yeah, everything is fine, and everything's working great. And, yes, our bosses did an amazing job of saying, yeah, we got to get this thing right. And they did. So thank you very much to Elizabeth and everybody else that took care of that. But, yeah, I agree. And, look, I don't love taking the vacation. We used to take a lot less. And, you know, we try to space it out. About every 3 months, we take a little bit of time.
Well, too, sometimes life happens as well. I mean, injuries, just sickness, breakdowns.
I think we had all of that.
Yeah.
We were injured, we had sickness, and we had breakdown.
We would love to do a show every single day. We really would.
Yes.
We would. We try to do this to make the show better when we are here. And so we try to keep the show sounding as regular when we're not here. So.
And we tried to keep up with social media, too. I know I did over the break, trying to make funny, entertaining things while we were gone.
Yeah. So we did a little bit of stuff there. So I do apologize for that. We did not know until really right at the end. And I was going to try to trudge through, and we were going to try to work this last week. So
all right, we groveled enough yet?
We're sorry.
not enough for a lot of people.
Vacation. Oh my gosh.
I just want to address. I know a lot of people are upset, and look, I get it. I'm very sorry about that.
Well, that's it. Now you have to do a 2-hour podcast on the ATS, Kevin.
I think you need to make a YouTube apology video about why we took today off.
But lay in your
last week
bed.
off.
Lay in your bed like Chapel Roan.
Do
like
a chaperone. Yeah, do one of those. In
zero
bed.
effort.
Not caring at all.
Listen, guys.
I'm being called out for yet another terrible pitch. They said, Kev, it didn't even make it across the plate. You would have hit a left-handed batter standing in the box. So I did not, I did not throw a Max Scherzer right down there.
Now what?
It was better than the first, but you're right. I agree. I didn't love it. I didn't love it.
Do you have to retire for throwing the first pitch out? Do you give a press
I
conference?
might have to, yeah.
Give one of those emotional retirement speeches. I love this game.
And then you can come out of retirement the next year.
Well, the only reason we did is because normally we do something goofy. Jbird was kind of on the bench a little bit with being able to do anything. So we're like, all right, we don't really have the full team. So
Trickery is difficult with two people.
Right.
And one of them was drinking.
It was, yeah. So we went with what we had. And also, I want to shout out Logan Morrison for helping me kind of get it together, taking some time on Friday to throw the ball around with me and trying to warm me up before I went out there for the first pitch.
That's cool. I saw the video. That's so fun.
Yeah, it made you look legit.
We have a new athlete friend. This is amazing.
I know, right? Yeah, he was a great coach. I'm not sure how good the player was. I came out there, and I think Logan definitely helped me out, but I didn't deliver exactly how I wanted. In fact, I got called out already from my first pitch on Friday night at Roger Dean Stadium.
Don't read the comments or listen to them.
Yeah. Logan, you got to see the pitch up close. What did you think? Were you humiliated and disappointed in my performance, or how would you rate it?
No, I would rate it like a 5.
Yeah.
Very mid.
Yeah, it was very mid.
It's mid.
But here's the thing. I think you need a different type of coach. And I kind of blame Virginia for this, for not telling me this, but I didn't realize how deep-seated the mental and or performance issues are with you, Kev.
It
you
is,
need
yeah.
psychotherapy.
I need like a sports psychologist or something.
You got the yips,
exactly.
it sounds like.
I mean, the warm-ups were on the money.
Yeah.
As soon as the announcer comes on and the fans start watching, it's just like you started sweating.
I really kind of got in my own head, yeah.
He can't handle the heat.
Yeah. It was a lot. So, yeah, I'm sorry I let you down. I'm sorry I let everybody down. I did not deliver the kind of pitch that I'd hoped for. It was a slight improvement. It was better than Billy the Marlin, but I don't know if that's saying a lot because Billy the Marlin has a big head. It's a lot to work
And he was
around.
halfway there, too.
I think so, too. Yeah. I thought I noticed he wasn't walking quite right.
He didn't go all the way to the mound. You were all the way back.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Yeah, it's true. I did take the mound, so at least I did that.
He probably couldn't see.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, when you break it down, yeah, he had a good excuse for why he didn't deliver the ball. I had no excuse.
You guys remember, like, back in the day, the old Billy the Marlin?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Glove.
Yeah, I
Where
do.
was his glove?
Yeah, he didn't have any of that stuff. They've kind of retired that. I think he's just now a total performer. In fact, I don't think he usually does first pitches, and he might want to, stick with that. I don't think it's a good thing for him. It's not a good look.
Him or you.
Yeah, I know. I think both of us need to retire.
I wouldn't be talking any trash, Kev.
We both know that Kevin will not be Billy the Marlin in his next career.
No,
Yeah, it's
no, you're
mascot
right.
life.
You're right about that. Well, I just want to say thank you very much, man. I appreciate you trying to help me out, but yeah, you're right. I think I probably need something in the head going on. It's got some other issues. So,
Or less going on.
you're right. Probably less going on, not more going on.
Yeah.
All right, Logan. Thanks, buddy, for coming out, man. I appreciate you.
All right. No problem. Talk to you later.
Call out I've got to make is I got to call out my son, Cannon. We've been trying to let him drive a little bit more. He's going to be turning 18. We said that's probably a better age in South Florida to get your driver's license. So we're just wanting to make sure that he knows what's going on. And so we were out. We'd had a lovely day, the whole family. My wife was sitting in the front seat. I was sitting in the back seat. So I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. And we were driving home, and we drive right by the exit we're supposed to get to our house. I'm like, hey, we're going to exit? And he's like, where do we exit? I'm like, you don't know where we exit? He's like, no, I have no idea. I'm like, dude, you're almost 18. How do you not know what your exit is?
How do you not know? My daughter's the same way. How do you not know where you're supposed to turn to get to your house? You've lived here your whole life.
Yeah. So I don't know what that was all about. And so we're driving along a little bit more, and I'm kind of not paying attention, thinking we're going to get the next exit and catch up for it. And then all of a sudden, my son pulls off to the side of the road. And I'm like, this is on I-95, and it's pitch black. It's very dark at night. I'm like, this is not a good idea. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know. The car stopped. I'm like, what do you mean the car stopped?
The car stopped?
I'm like, how you doing on gas? He's like, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm like, you know what the car runs on? And I look up there. I'm like, dude, we're out of gas. He's like, I didn't see anything.
Ralston, get your house in order.
I can't throw any stones. I don't know where anything's at, and I've run out of gas many a time.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I realized, because kind of where we are, I live back in this neighborhood not far off of where we are on I-95. So I said, you know what? If I walk all the way down to the exit back around, it's going to take forever. I can just jump over the fence and I can get right there. So I start to climb the fence to get right to where my neighborhood would be. I'd be
the dark?
In the dark, half mile from my house, because I have to go and get, my mother-in-law's car. We got to get gas and all that kind of stuff. So I start to climb up the fence, but it doesn't have one of those top poles. You know how they do that? That gives it stability?
Yes.
So it's a wobbly fence at the top, but it's got those little prongs that are sticking up from the chain link fence.
Yes.
I'm like, oh boy. So I try to get on top of it and balance. I don't fall well.
Oh, one of those prongs is guaranteed to be aiming right for your giblets.
So I do what I can to launch myself off the top, but I have to launch myself into bushes because that's what's all up against the thing. So I know I go crashing into it. It's just a terrible fall.
You got in the bushes.
I don't fall well. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I knew I was tore up. I felt some, bumps and bruises, but I continue walking. And I'm like, oh gosh, it's a little bit warmer than I thought, but I've been breaking a sweat. I'm like, at least I wore shorts. And I looked down, I'm like, oh wait, I didn't wear shorts. And my whole pant was ripped off of me. I had caught the fence on my way down, and it just ripped off my entire pant leg.
Did anybody video this?
Cannon was, but he had the video on him as he was doing it, and he's just like, look at my dad, ha, ha, ha. But he didn't get me falling. I'm like, you should have been recording me.
Yeah, he should have.
So here I am walking. I've got a little bit of a limp because I banged up my leg. My pant leg is ripped off. People, it's dark, and they're walking their dogs, and you should have seen the people clearing off the side of the road that I was coming down because they're like, this guy is clearly on something.
Looking like the principal at the end of the movie from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's exactly what I look like. And so I'm kind of limp, and I'm like, all right, well, I just got to, go buy some gas. And I go to hit my wallet, and I'm like, my wallet's gone. It had gotten ripped off of my pant leg, and it was somewhere in the bushes where I jumped. So I had to call my wife. Thankfully, I had my phone. I'm like, can you find my wallet?
So she had to jump the fence?
No, the wallet was there. I got my mother-in-law's car. I went and had to dig through the bushes, find it. It was just a to-do. But I'm like, dude, and then you know what? We didn't put a lot of gas in because I just had some cash, put in $20 from whatever the cam was. And you should see this car when the gas light goes off. It's like you're running out of gas. And there's this whole thing that's sitting right there on this digital dash because we had a temporary car, a loaner. But it is screaming at you. You're running. I'm like, how did you not notice that you were about to run out of gas?
I don't know. I like that feature, though.
It was great. It's just not effective.
If you're not paying attention to it, yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
That can happen though sometimes. I'm not trying to defend running out of gas, but if you are in a hurry and you're frazzled and you just forget and you get on a highway, you go, oh wait a minute, I was supposed to get gas. Oh, hey Kev, can you come over here and pick me up real quick? Bring a gas can.
Because you cannot jump a fence.
No,
you're not ready for that yet.
No, I have run out of gas in some awful places where you go, I think I'm gonna die.
It's so rough. It's the first time I've ever been in a car that ran out of gas, and it is not convenient.
First time ever?
First time ever. Yeah.
Look at him. He's so responsible.
I know.
He's not running out of gas.
I know. I'm jealous of it.
He's the E light does not come on for him.
What's such a silly, inflicted problem, like just fill up with gas. And my wife likes to run it all the way down to nothing. Which drives me crazy. It's just against my principles, Virginia.
I know.
Because of how tough it is. Somebody else says, I want to call out millennial moms who let their babies make a mess all over and don't clean it up and then only tip 15%.
Yeah, people that leave a table completely destroyed without them trying to help out a little bit is annoying.
You got to put in a little effort. Even if you only get it, I don't know, 50 or 60% clean, you got to look like you care a little bit. Just to go in and destroy a place and then only leave 15%. Ugh.
You got to make up for either you clean or you tip more.
Exactly.
I think it's got to be one or the other.
And you better talk to the waitress, too, and ask her what she would prefer. Hey, would you rather me help you clean this, or do you want me to just give you an extra $10? Mm-hmm. That's totally okay to have that conversation with her.
And did you see the call him out for Nicole Scherzinger from the Pussycat Dolls? We talked about her getting back together. Well, they're kind of asking the question, well, you're clearly missing at least one member from the original Pussycat Dolls. And they were asking Nicole Scherzinger about it. And I think she had a hard time just kind of recalling everything that had gone on with the band.
Pussycat Dolls, they made some headlines recently after they found out that you guys were coming back as a trio, not as the original group. How did you arrive at that decision?
Well, I mean, listen, we are so, as women today.
I don't think she's ready for that question.
What is she talking about?
What?
Oh, my God.
As women today.
Believe me.
No. That's not the question.
As a person who always has brain farts on the air, that's what happened to her.
You can't change the question.
She did not expect
She is not ready for this
As
moment.
women today.
Yeah.
I mean, it has been an ever-changing lineup, and this is what it looks like now in 2026. And you never know what comes next. And I think ultimately we've got to protect our peace. And when something like the Pussycat Dolls has so much history, we have ruptured in the past, and right now we are repairing.
Okay.
All right.
In the past,
She
right
brought
now
it back around.
She had brought it back to the PR answer.
Mm-hmm. And another call him out. It was kind of a uncomfortable moment. Did you see the photo that came out finally over the weekend? I think it was at a Beyonce post, maybe Oscar party that had gone on. Justin Bieber ran into Usher. And everything that's kind of gone on with Diddy and how Usher introduced Bieber back in the day. And it seems like Bieber is still trying to reconcile some issues that had happened from that era of his career.
Well, some people say that Usher kind of gave Bieber to Diddy and put him in that whole world that he was too young to be exposed to.
Yeah, I do not know what went down in this conversation, but it was heated. In fact, what's crazy is if you're looking at the photo, you can see in the background, Beyonce is just kind of watching like, oh my gosh, what is going on? She is kind of horrified. And Justin Bieber has got his finger in Usher's face and is yelling at him. Apparently they had to be separated.
Then all of a sudden a beat dropped and they got into a dance fight. That would be amazing. A dance battle, but you kind of bill it like it's a boxing match, but it's for dancing. I don't know.
Yeah, so there were some issues that was going on there.
Juicy.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll hear a little bit more on that coming up.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Fighting in the nude. Drunk people pooping in the street. It's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Just whenever you go someplace where other people have been, assume that they've been there and they've been gross. Now, there is a 31-year-old Florida woman, Nicolette Keogh, who got arrested after allegedly urinating on and damaging thousands of dollars worth of items in 2 Airbnb rentals in Pensacola, then filming it and posting the videos online to make money.
She's urinating all over people's stuff in their Airbnb.
Oh, the coffee pots, the bed.
My goodness. Furniture, appliances, bedding, rugs, antiques, many of which had to be replaced or contaminated. About $5,300 worth of damage.
And then she's posting the videos for likes and shares?
No, for money.
Oh, for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made about $5,300 posting the videos. Or the
OnlyFans.
damage was $5,300, and she made thousands having them posted. And that's actually what kind of did her in, because somebody alerted the property owner and said, yeah, you know what she's doing? He found the videos, and they're like, hey, I own both of these places. So he tracked her down, and now she's been charged with felony criminal mischief, and she's been released on bond, but Airbnb has removed her from the platform.
So there's people out there that have a kink that they want to see you pee on furniture?
Virginia, the weirder you can think, whatever that comes into your mind, there's a kink for it.
Wow.
We're living in some strange times, my friend.
I mean, just another reason to not put your house on Airbnb.
Right.
How mad would you be?
I get an uneasy feeling about the whole Airbnb situation. I've done about 3 to 4 of them. I don't know, man. It's different than a hotel, and I'm trying to like it, but I just don't.
The more I know about the world, the less I want to be in an Airbnb.
I hear you.
Well, if you don't have to worry, even if you don't worry about the people who own it, you have to worry about the people who stayed in it before you.
Right, you got urination girl peeing all over sofas and chairs.
Well, if that guy didn't know she was doing that and no one told him,
it just dried.
She probably cleaned it up a little bit, it dried, and no one would know.
Great, Kevin ruined Airbnbs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Girl, they were already ruined.
They're done. I'm done.
Now an Illinois man has caught a maintenance worker on camera urinating in his sink. The man who rents an apartment said the worker was supposed to fix his washing machine. However, the worker was caught on camera peeing in the apartment sink. The tenant confronted the worker and he admitted to the act but didn't say why he did it. Worker has been fired and police have charged him with disorderly conduct. The man said he's asked the landlord for several months of free rent, but he hasn't got an answer yet to it.
Wow, so he had a camera in his bathroom and he caught the maintenance guy peeing in his sink? First of all, why you have a camera in your own bathroom? That's kind of weird.
You never know when someone's weird. At least I give people a warning sign with my outfit. Like, all right, this guy's weird. The crazy part is when someone acts like they're not weird and they are overly weird, but you can't tell. It's when they get alone, Virginia.
A top FEMA official, Greg Phillips, is facing scrutiny after past podcast appearances resurfaced in which he claimed he had involuntarily teleported multiple times, including once ending up about 50 miles away at a Waffle House in Rome, Georgia.
I mean, teleporting sounds so cool.
He said another time he teleported and wound up in a ditch near a church.
Ditch, not as cool as a Waffle House. Gotta say that.
I'd rather take Waffle House.
Me too.
And now this guy is leading FEMA's Office of Response and Recovery, a key role in deciding disaster aid. The good news is he can teleport right to where the disaster is to assess it.
And then once he's there, can he teleport the people that are stuck in the disaster to another place?
I don't know.
Like a Waffle House?
Right now, I'm only hearing he's teleporting himself, but he's going to the important places, ditches and Waffle Houses.
Question, can you only teleport in real time or can you go back in time to teleport?
Jbird, take it serious.
I've never been more. I actually want to know that answer.
Now, these remarks were made before his appointment, and FEMA dismissed them as taken out of context or part of personal, informal discussions, emphasizing that the agency remains focused on disaster response and public safety. But it has sparked a broader concern because Phillips holds a high-level position with significant influence over federal disaster decisions, despite criticism of his past statements and background. So they're looking into the guy who teleports all over the place.
I would like to ask him more about his method. Like, what does he do to teleport? And can we do it?
Yeah, would you teleport if you had the ability to?
Absolutely, yeah.
Me too.
Would you teleport to the past if you could?
I'd go anywhere, yeah.
You need to go back to that first pitch.
No doubt. I'd love to go right back to that mound right now and get it right.
You could do like a
Trust
Back
me.
to the Future situation and coach yourself and say, look, you're about to blow it. Don't blow it.
I need a third pitch.
Logan Morrison quit and says you need a therapist.
He's right.
He said, yeah.
And he's not wrong.
Therapist and then retire. It was pretty much the notes I got.
I don't got you no more. He quit and suggested mental health.
You're making me look bad, you crazy man. Get it together. Well, there's a Florida man that was caught with $2 million worth of iPhones during a traffic stop on a highway. Police pulled him over in a U-Haul that was linked to an organized retail crime investigation.
I'm sure it's all on the up and up. $2 million in iPhones. What could be wrong?
Officers then found the $2 million worth of iPhones in the back. He was arrested, but it isn't known what charges he's facing at this time.
So if you steal $2 million worth of iPhones, does that mean you're going out there and selling them?
I think he's a part of a bigger crime ring.
So you give them to the big crime ring person.
Yeah.
He's going to have to roll over on whoever he's working for.
Well, it's a big thing, jacking people's phones. That is a huge deal where they're taking them and selling them and all that stuff.
Yeah, can't somebody steal, like Kevin got his phone, they take his phone and then what? Factory
wipe it?
Yeah,
is that a thing?
Either you wipe it or they sell it off for parts. But it's, swiping phones is a very big deal in a lot of major cities. Or as a woman is going viral for her testimony before the Minnesota House of Representatives. You probably love this. She wants a grandparents' happy hour.
Oh, I saw this story.
Yeah, it was nice because, look, they need to have a liquor license, I guess, to be able to sell it. She's like, hey, look, just because we're in a senior home doesn't mean we don't like happy hour.
Look, KVJ is pro happy hour.
She's right, and I saw this story, and she goes, people don't even think about this. They go, they think just because we're here that we are not allowed to do anything. We don't have our faculties together. That's not true.
It's kind of been a plot line on the TV show Landman, where she has gone out and they go to a little nursing home and they take them out drinking and take them to strip clubs and all that kind of stuff, and the old people are loving it.
Yeah.
Well, why would they not? If you've already lived your life and you're not acting a fool, you just want a couple drinks to chill.
Yeah.
You've earned it.
So here she is making her case before the Minnesota House of Representatives.
My friends and I love happy hour, just like many of you do, I am sure. Just because we are older and live in an assisted living doesn't mean that we should have fewer freedoms than anyone else. Allowing our facility to coordinate this happy hour affords us and our families the peace of mind that we can enjoy life but not be out slipping on the ice to stop and get our box of wine. This amendment is simply putting into law what many people assume is already allowed. Happy hour at the place where we call home.
Give them happy hour.
Give them happy hour.
Yeah, why not? Well, apparently France has got a bit of an issue here with people being able to find their boats and aircraft carriers and stuff like that. They exposed this problem by realizing that a naval officer had one of those apps, a jogging app, and it was disclosing the location of their hidden aircraft carrier.
Oh, no.
In the Mediterranean.
Whoopsie.
They're like, we might want to check on these people who have these devices because, somebody knows a thing or two. Be like, hey, wait a minute, that guy's in the French Navy and he's on a boat. And there it is. Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, kind of crazy. And here's an interesting story about a new device. In a sense, a fart counter.
At the University of Maryland has created a tiny wearable device that goes on your underwear to get a better understanding of flatulence. Really. The 3D printed device tracks how many times a day a person passes gas. Now, you may be wondering why this exists. It is all part of a study looking at how a healthy, high-fiber diet ultimately affects the gut.
Current maximum number is about 175 times per day, and our current minimum number is 4 times per day. So that's a huge variation between people.
More than 5,000 people are interested across the country. They have signed up to receive one of those trackers and take part in the study.
Okay, there you go.
I got a few people on this show that would love to do that.
I love when news people have to do goofy segments
stories.
like farts.
A serious story about farts.
Flatulence.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
All right, Jbird, who is back in the studio with us. What do you got on your mind here today, my friend?
Feels Feels good to be back here. I love it. I don't know if I was talking to you guys about cheese ball soup. Did I talk about this?
No, not yet.
I am obsessed with soups now, but not only eating them, I want to try to invent some. It's fun to invent different types of soups, and you go, will it soup or will it not?
Cheese balls would actually be really good in a French onion soup.
Yes, Twigs and his girlfriend Stephanie brought me some cheese balls for my healing, and it's a tub of these cheese balls. I go, I wonder if that'd make a good soup. And I'm just kind of writing it down on paper, kind of getting the construction down, but I wanted to get you some of your soup expertise.
That would be an amazing crouton. You know how you throw croutons into a soup?
Yes.
French onion has that whole layer. Cheese balls would be fantastic.
But what if you melted down the cheese balls a little bit too? You put them in a pot, simmered them down a little bit.
I don't know. You'd have to try it.
Throw a little cheese in there.
I think they might get soggy.
I love a soggy. I just love soggy.
I love soggy balls.
I just love soggy.
Soggy and droopy.
I'm going to hard pass on that.
You're right. That might not be the best tagline. Cheese ball soup. It's real soggy. I'm still working on the peanut butter and jelly soup. Not quite perfected.
Okay.
But if you got some soup ideas, I like thinking outside of the bowl, if you shall.
Okay. Look at he's bringing some ideas in here, Virginia.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. What you got on your mind today?
Well, you know, on this break, I ran into a bunch of KVJ Nationers, and they were all so kind, and they were giving me gifts for you guys. And then I brought you back some gifts, too. So, Jbird, this is from one of the vendors at the Rust Market, Timeless Treasure Box. Heather wanted me to give you those for you and Honeyface.
Ooh.
Kevin, there's some for you over there as well, for you and the Mexican Queen.
What?
And then also, Jbird, this is Brazilian cheese bread balls.
Oh, I can put that in my cheese ball soup.
These are delicious, by the way.
I can smell them.
They're so good and they're so yummy.
Just this bag?
That whole bag is yours.
Oh,
filled with cheesy bread balls.
I got a Bigfoot, an alien pen, and cheese ball stuff.
And you also have Tennessee whiskey.
Oh boy, not till
wait a little while.
Not till my clearance day.
Yeah, not till your clearance day. But.
Not that I'm counting that down or anything.
Mm-hmm. When do you get to have your first happy hour?
They told me after 31 days, a month. So I'll by Wednesday I'll be at 28.
Okay.
So we're sniffing around it.
Okay.
He's getting there.
Look at you. You did it.
Birdie's on the mends. Step by step, baby. What I got on my mind here today, I know you know the value of having a really good neighbor. You got a few, Virginia, and they're really close.
Yes.
And a lot of people on my street are really kind of disconnected. But my next door neighbor was one of those people that just would always step up, do great things for you. Whenever they had a chance to offer something nice, they bring things by. If they could make our lives more convenient, they would offer the way. Also bailing me out of some tough spots every now and then. And that's what a neighbor is all about.
Yeah, when you're cooking and you realize, oh my gosh, I don't have any butter or an egg.
Yeah.
My neighbors are so good like that.
I feel like it's the way it should be, that you have a special relationship when you're a neighbor with somebody. And there's something about that. Neighbor's not just a proximity thing. It's about how you treat somebody. It's almost like they're family in the sense that you're in a little community on this street together. And so I had a great neighbor, and I just wanted to shout out Gerard and his family. Unfortunately, Gerard passed on St. Patty's Day, and it was his favorite day of the entire year. And so maybe there's something in that is spiritual. He was just an amazing dude, and he is going to be missed. And so the way he would step up and take care of me, we will definitely do the same thing with his widow and his two young boys and all that. So I just wanted to give a shout out for him because he is going to be missed. And if you're a neighbor to somebody else, it does mean a lot. And he is going to leave a vacuum in our lives and so many other lives because of it. But
he had young children?
Yeah, he did. Younger. I mean, you know, they're around the age of 10, around Rocco's age.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm very sorry about that as well. And so
whatever we can do, you know, with little smiles too, to step up and maybe bring them a nice little goodie basket of toys.
Yep. But to me, it's like he just really embodied what a good neighbor was. And it makes you understand and appreciate that, there is still a need for being that. And so it's kind of more just a message to anybody out there. When you get a chance, be a good neighbor. It does make a big difference.
Take the all-state route.
That's absolutely. It's such a great tagline. So, Gerard, you're going to be missed, man. I really appreciate everything you did for us. I think it's actually pretty insane how fast places open and close in South Florida. In fact, there have been places where I'm going, you know what, I got to get there. And I feel like it's not that long. And then when I go to get there, I'm like, oh, it already shut down. Like they had that Howl Moon. You know those dueling piano bars?
Yeah.
There have been a few that popped up and around Fort Lauderdale. They used to have one right there at Beach Place. I think that has gone out, or at least it had been in and out.
They used to have one up in Jupiter. Bogarts, I believe, was the name of it, and it was very popular. It was always packed during the weekends.
They get hot for about 6 months. Remember they had Hugh Jorgens in Delray way back in the day, like 20 years ago, and that place was hot for 6 months, and it kind of went out.
So do people not like that? Is that something of the time?
I just
went bye-bye?
I think what happens is after you've done it once, you're like, okay.
We've done it.
Yes, and it's maybe one of those things you might do once every 5 years.
Right.
And I think that's what's a challenge, is that once everybody's kind of gone through that will go through, then you're not really getting people back frequently.
There's fatigue on it because it's just such a specialty event.
Right.
Thing.
They're not something you want to do every single weekend. Let's kind of see the same act again.
Right. You get burnt.
See, that was my problem. We were going every weekend because that's where all the girls were hanging out.
Yeah. So that Howl at the Moon there, if you were ready to go to the location on 6th Avenue in Lauderdale, it's just a block off Las Olas, gone. And they're going to bring in one of those Goodnight John boys. That's kind of the hot little club that's open up. I think they got one in Delray now.
Yeah, that's a very hot spot in Delray.
Yeah, so they're going to be getting one of those in Lauderdale. Place I haven't gotten to yet, but it is open now, the West Palm Cowboy Club. That is right there across from the fountain on Clematis Street. If you know, they've had a lot of things there. Bar Louie was there for a long time.
Okay.
Right in that location. They had a brewery in there last.
Right there on the corner.
Yeah. And now this is going to be kind of like a barbecue joint, but they're going to have some live music in there. They've got 250 seats in there. And the cool thing about it is it's DJ Diplo's place.
Oh.
If you don't know, he's a big old EDM DJ that went to South Plantation High School back in the day. He's one of the part owners.
Is he going to belly up to the turntables?
Yep, he is. He's going to be doing some appearances. He's also trying to bring in some other acts to beef up his place. They've got something going on for the Yacht House Summer Tour on April 19th. I guess Luke Bryan is coming in September.
Wow.
And it's a very small little cozy type venue. I wouldn't even say it's not nearly as big as even the places you'd see in Nashville.
It's not a place big enough for Luke Bryan.
Wouldn't think so. But they do the barbecue, and they say it's got a little taste like Miami, kind of more of a Latin flair to it.
Okay.
So if you've checked that place out, let me know how it is. I have not had a chance to get there yet. I did get to a new place I think is going to be a hot spot, the Loco Taqueria and Oyster Bar that is in the Nora. That's the north of the railroad, the new area that they're building in downtown West Palm Beach. It's supposed to be their version of Wynwood. And it was very solid. Chip sauce on point. Tacos were great. Margaritas were fantastic. And the ambiance is really good.
Nice.
I was talking to somebody a few weeks ago. They were talking how much they love shucking oysters. I go, no, you don't. Stop lying to yourself. All that work for that little piece of meat?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I've never shucked one. I only eat them when somebody shucked them for me and they're sitting on my plate.
If you are like me and you have two left hands and the shakes don't shuck oysters, dog.
Yeah.
Injuries galore.
I see you stabbing yourself.
Stabbing, scraping. Totally. It was miserable.
Mm-hmm. So it's very solid. And then a place that I thought was having their opening on Thursday, and I went and they were closed. Moxie's. I guess I got the date wrong. They're going to be doing that tomorrow at 5 o'clock. They got a ribbon cutting that's going on, but it is the sports bar. Miami already knows it. Lauderdale knows it. They have one on Los Olas, and now West Palm Beach is getting one at City Place.
Moxie's in City Place.
Yeah, so they're doing the ribbon cutting on Tuesday, so that place is going to be open. So it's kind of a high-end sports bar.
Okay.
So, yeah, I got a ton of places cranking
Where
open.
in City Place is it?
It is kind of closer to the Publix that is right there. It would have been in the same block where they used to have the Macy's, if you know that whole area.
Yep.
They have the Equinox Gym. right in that building.
That Publix throws me off, man. I feel like I got vertigo walking in that Publix.
It's a mini Publix, and it's not feng shui.
Well, it's small, but yet I get lost in it. I go, where's the toothpaste at?
The good news is they're tearing it down.
They are, okay.
Yeah, so it's gone.
Are they going to build a bigger one?
Yeah, they're going to do a 2-story Publix just down the street.
Oh, my God.
I was wondering when that thing was going to get an upgrade.
Yeah.
All right, but Jbird, you love Publix, but you hate the second story. Will you go?
I'm going to have to keep it in Palm Beach Gardens.
Yeah.
I like to be cozy when I shop, not have a panic attack.
And for the people who love the elevated food, Emelina has opened in West Palm Beach's Flamingo Park. It takes the place of the other restaurant that was there. That was a Michelin-starred restaurant, the only one in Palm Beach County.
That's right. The one where the chef was smacking his women around. Has a history of abusing women.
Yeah, and the Michelin-starred chefs that were at Miami's Entre Nous. Yeah, that's who's doing this one.
Oh, I love those guys. They were amazing. They had Entre Nous forever.
Okay. Well,
that was a great spot.
Emelina is now their spot in West Palm Beach. They say the intimate 16-seat restaurant offers a 10-course tasting menu starting at $275 per person.
10-course meal.
$275 per person.
If that was food you love, of 10 items of food you know you are going to get that you love, to me, that might be worth it.
Does it come with alcohol pairings?
Didn't say anything about that.
No, that's straight up food, dog. You know how much alcohol is.
Dog, $275?
Dog, 10.
They better give your girl a buzz.
No, like I said.
If they don't, just take out your flask from your purse.
Smuggle in your
Have you been
booze.
digging in my purse?
Had just a random dude pop up, become kind of viral famous over the last week. And now everybody's seeing and hearing from Palm Beach Pete. It all started because somebody saw this guy driving in a convertible and was like, wait a minute, is that Jeffrey Epstein?
Oh.
And there was a video, because that's the one thing that's happening now is people believe that Jeffrey Epstein is actually alive somewhere, and they're like going, can you believe this guy actually came back to Palm Beach and he's just driving around in a convertible for everybody to see him?
The nerve.
Well, it just so happens to be a dude named Pete who looks a lot like Jeffrey Epstein.
Get a lot of attention, too.
Oh, it is getting a lot of attention, and now he has gone viral because he's created an Instagram account and is answering all of your questions.
Hey everybody, this is Palm Beach Pete, and my video went viral because some dude randomly filmed me while I was driving on I-95, unbeknownst to me, and the next thing I know, I'm a viral sensation.
You're not Jeffrey Epstein?
I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
That a boy, yeah.
Okay.
He's got his hype guy with him.
He does.
He's got a hype guy?
Already got a hype
think
guy.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Sounded like it.
Already got a hype guy. And now he's almost doing daily updates to let you know what is going on in the world of Palm Beach Pete.
Still not Epstein.
Still not Epstein.
You could tell he's not hating the attention.
No.
Loving the attention. He's breaking down what he does in his real life and who he is.
Good morning, everybody. This is Palm Beach Pete. I want to thank everybody for the positive comments I got from saying I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just Palm Beach Pete. Going to play some tennis today. Going into town. Have lunch. I'm so not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just me being me. And it's a crazy phenomenon that has went really viral. And just want to reiterate, I'm Peter from Palm Beach. Have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. He's a very bad person, what he did, obviously. And he is dead. And I'm alive.
Okay.
How weird is the world?
We're in an
The
odd
world
spot.
is so weird right
Well,
now.
even from the beginning, you're taking a picture on I-95 video. You're driving, taking video. Now he goes viral because of that.
These TikTokers have gone in and I don't know if this has digitally been touched. So it's possible that someone is faking this, but they did the side by side of Palm Beach Pete's teeth and Jeffrey Epstein's teeth. And I guess they're crooked in the same spots, but you don't know what's been photoshopped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can look at the guy when you see him close. You're like, that's definitely not Jeffrey Epstein of any way. So to me, I don't need to see the teeth. I can see the face and be like, yeah, it's not him.
And even more importantly, I think it's a more pressing issue. We got to get Virginia off TikTok.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We really got to get her off.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
I don't know. And Palm Beach Pete teeth look a lot like Epstein's teeth.
So I think here's the pressure now for Palm Beach Pete. He's gotten a taste, though, and he loves this. It was just first saying, hey, I'm not Jeffrey Epstein, but now he's got can keep this going. So he's got to find stories and any kind of connection. So now he's digging back, being like, wait a minute, did I ever run into Jeffrey Epstein when he was on Palm Beach? And Palm Beach Pete says, oh, yes, he did.
In the day, in the city, I went to a couple of parties and Epstein was there at a party. And he was kind of creepy, just sitting on a couch, staying to himself. And he wasn't the magnitude that he is or was. So he wasn't a big deal. He was mysterious. People didn't know how he made his money and where he, what his story was. But I never really encountered him and had a conversation with him. I just saw him at a party.
Okay.
Interesting.
Get it all out now, Pete.
Yeah. Isn't that exactly what Epstein would say?
Right. Exactly.
People are going, man, this is Epstein playing a trick on y'all.
Damn, he's getting the last laugh.
Yeah. So I'm sure you're probably going to be seeing a lot more of Palm Beach Pete, because I'm sure he's going to take every single day to make sure he's driving down I-95 with that top down so people can see, like, oh my gosh, it's Jeffrey Epstein.
He's going to start doing food reviews.
He will. Yeah. Just get ready, because I think he's got a taste. Palm Beach Pete ain't going away anytime soon.
If he does any kind of reviews on vegetable cream cheese or pizza, I'm out.
You are, huh? Okay. Not sure what Palm Beach Pete thinks about this story, but it's just kind of crazy. And to me, maybe the most interesting thing that has gone on with everything is out there with the Epstein news, and there's so many different angles you can go with this, but his death is another one to look at. And of course, with everything at every turn with this dude, there was just some kind of scandal or some kind of conspiracy theory. And the one that seems like there's actual teeth to it is what had happened in the place where he died. Now, security guards, we've heard about that, may not have been on their mark. They may have been on the take. They may have been doing some shady stuff. And there's a couple things that are going on. One, from the night of not really being on their mark, security guards apparently were seen walking around and talking on the phone just feet from Epstein's cell instead of making mandatory rounds. And it wasn't like they weren't supposed to know, because apparently there was a note that was right on the wall. It said mandatory rounds must be conducted every 30 minutes on Epstein as per God, is what it said on the note. And they're not paying attention to it.
Huh.
Ordering lunch.
It was bright orange. I mean, just everything screamed like, hey, keep an eye on this guy every 30 minutes, no doubt. Now, the officers Tova Noel and Michael Thomas are seen at 3:15 walking and using a phone instead of conducting the required round. So they weren't doing what they're supposed to do. And they say the video is coming out shortly after it was revealed that one of the guards, Tova Noel, had made a mysterious $5,000 cash deposit 10 days before Epstein's death.
Oh, that's not mysterious. That's called a paper trail.
And she was previously accused of falsifying records.
They knew they had a girl they could count on.
And they later dropped those charges. I'm sure there might be some questions as to why they dropped those charges.
All is forgiven. Nothing to see here.
Wow. Crazy. And now the other thing that they're saying is they were shredding documents at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan right around the time that Jeffrey Epstein offed himself, supposedly. They say less than a week after he was found dead inside of his cell in Manhattan, the FBI has now been told that there were people shredding documents. An inmate at the jail was ordered to take the bags of shredded material to a rear gate and throw them in a dumpster on August 15th, and then again the next day on August 16th. And Epstein died on the 10th.
Wow.
Now, a corrections officer at the facility called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center and said that, yeah, the same night that he had to report that he'd never seen this amount of bags of shredded documents coming out and being put in the dumpster near the rear gate of the MCC. And even a backgate corrections officer also was troubled by what he saw, saying, why are we bringing down bales of shredded paper? An odd time, less than a week after that, to shred all the documents that basically they had about Epstein and anything else.
What was her name? Tova?
Yeah.
Would you be surprised to find out that Tova was actually Palm Beach Pete's hype man in the car?
I would be surprised by that. Yeah. I would be surprised by that.
I'm not getting any of this.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Just if you love the conspiracy theory part of it, when you start shredding documents in a mysterious way with guards that aren't paying attention and might have been on the take, it is starting to add up to be like, was there something there? So
we may never know.
Yeah, that's the frustrating thing. And it's almost like they keep adding more to be like, yeah, you know that something happened, but you'll never find out the truth.
You know we're shady, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably what it'll be.
Be mad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we'll see if there's any accountability. But just so you know, there are people that should be held with their feet to the fire to come up with some explanation as to why all that was able to happen. All right, we got more KVJ that is going to be coming your way. It is on the After the Show, and you can check it out live. Going to be on several different platforms. You're going to go to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. Also going to be coming soon to TikTok, and you can get it on demand anytime you want on YouTube and Spotify. Bird's got a thought for the day coming up here in a second, but Virginia, you're telling me that your mom had a special request as she is in here, going to be heading back home here soon. She loves to sing.
Loves to sing.
Yes.
And she cornered you at the old Key Lime house the other night.
Oh, yes.
When we were there for Brian Thomas's show, which was so fun.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I think I talked Kevin into doing a duet with me on the radio. And I was like, really?
Wow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking more of a video, but if we want to do the radio, that's fine. We can do both right here. Video and radio.
I love it, Kev. We can do both right now. You're right. Radio and video.
Yeah, you're right. Why not?
Oh, you're about to be a country star, Kevin.
I guess I am. So I guess your mom is going to start it off. Now, this is a country tune, that song, Excuse Me, You Look Like You Love Me. Is that the tune that we're going to be singing here, Linda?
Ah, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Just a little taste.
Get real close to that microphone.
Okay. I was all but 22, I think, at the time. I'd been out on the road lonely at night. But it had been a while, and so it had been on my mind. Well, I saw him walk in with that cowboy hat, and I thought to myself, I could use some of that. His boots looked like glass on the sawdust floor. And he had moves like I'd never seen before, so I walked right up, and I pulled him aside, and I handed him a beer and looked him in the eye, and I said, baby, I think you're going to want to hear this. And then I told him, excuse me, you look like you love me. You look like you want me to want you to come on home.
Yeah.
And baby, I don't blame you for looking me up and down across this room. I'm drunk and I'm ready to leave. You look like you love me.
Ow. Yeah, Kevin.
Well, I was down at the local beer joint with a few of the guys when this cute little country girl caught my eye. And boy, let me tell you, she was the prettiest thing I'd ever seen in a pair of boots. Well, she walked right up to me, handed me a beer, gave me a look like, let's get out of here. And that's when I realized that she was every cowboy's dream come true. And she told me this right here. She said, excuse me, you look like you love me. You look like you want me to want you to come on home. Yeah.
And baby, don't blame you for looking me up and down across this room. I'm drunk and I'm ready to leave. And you look like you love me. All right now.
All right.
So
The chemistry. Oh my gosh.
So if you see a man,
three.
Wait, there's more.
Wait. So if you see a man in a cowboy hat,
She's
and
not
you think to
stopping.
yourself, I could use some of that. Don't waste your time. Just give him this here line.
Okay.
All right. We gotta wrap the show. We gotta wrap the show.
That's good.
Does your wife know you have this kind of chemistry with my mom?
Oh, the jealousy she would have.
There's a term in music when you're on stage. It's called heat. There was some heat right
You
here.
felt that passion,
Yes.
Thank you, Linda. That was lovely.
Yes.
That was lovely.
Good job, Mom.
Yay, that was fun.
All right, Bird, if you would, get us on out of here with your thought for the day, my friend.
The version of you that rebuilds will never be fooled by the same cracks twice. Oh. That's a lie. I'll probably get fooled again.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.